baby, how was school today?
Mom, these kids at school kept making fun of me and they kept calling my hair nappy. Why, Mom?
Tootie, look, just read this book and it'll tell you everything you need to know.
There's another N-word we throw around in and out of the black community called nappy. We have taken that word like the other N-word, nigger, and made it a word of adornment. I have heard the word nappy my entire life, which was used to insult, degrade, and hurt someone. This word is a derogatory term that was used in our ancestors to insult them.
Available now.
I love myself.
Same tree, different brand.
I hope you love yourself, because love is only love when you love somebody else.
What hair looks like after slavery. Transatlantic slave trade. The transatlantic slave trade by the European changes everything for Central and West Africans. Let's briefly talk about the transatlantic slave trade. The Portuguese and later the English, the French, and the Dutch got involved in enslaving Africans in large parts of West Africa, the Gulf Coast of Guyana, and the Congo River Basin, were significant areas of human exports to the Americas, mostly to sugar plantations in the Caribbean. By the late 17th century, the so-called triangle trade developed. European ships loaded with guns,
Peace, everybody, man. It's your boy Shawn P in the place to be. Like the show, share the show, tell a friend, we live. Sorry, Kofi, I had to cut that short. I'm trying to get right to it. This impromptu. And let me go ahead and set up what this show is about. So I pull up to Aboriginal Power channel. Trip sent me a link, says Aboriginal Power, saying your name, calling you out. And at first I was like, I wasn't even going to entertain it or engage in it at all. I was going to go on about my evening and mind my business. So I was just sitting here, I was just eating and watching TV. And then I said, let me just go over there and see what's up. I hop on the panel, of course. Mind you, I already know that they operate biasly because he said this numerous of times. And but when I get in there earlier on, some other dudes was talking. They was just talking about other shit, and you know what I mean. It was some bullshit. So I got off, and then I came back on my laptop about 15 minutes later. I come back on 15 minutes later. I was explaining something to somebody about the word black, what the word black denotes in America. And I said North America specifically. And then I said the United States. And the word denotes African descent. There was some pushback regarding that. And so in that pushback, one dude said that he got his status corrected. That's what he said. Mind you, Cash comes on the panel later on and exposes the fact that the brother is from Michigan. I asked him his longitude, latitude, you know what I'm saying? I asked him, where is he from? All kind of ways, whatever the case may be. So he was trying to deny it. He got a driver's license. He's paying insurance. He's paying the white man all kind of shit. And he wanted to argue against me up and down over that fact. Then he said that he has a car that's worth more than whatever I got and whatever my mother and my father have. So he wants to have a pissing contest. Well, he doesn't know that he can't have a pissing contest with me. And I was trying to explain to him that is baseless. But he, it's not my panel. He keeps talking and I'm cutting in. So I get to the nitty gritty. I asked Aboriginal Power what he wants, what he calling my name for? He said, well, I heard my name being called somewhere else. I said, yep. And he was like, well, what you want to debate? Everything is a debate. So he came up with something, and this is where the conversation goes. Now, mind you, I don't play by nobody rules. I know when to shut up and listen. I know when to mute myself. I don't need to be muted, right? But I know the game that they're playing. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch the exchange. He's still live. We're going to watch this exchange. And this is why I don't go over on people's panels and I don't join and do whatever it is that everybody else does. He tried to equate me to Not a Coincidence. The difference between me and Nasi is, you know, he be high and he just engage in that shit, and he'll sit back there and have patience to listen to dumb motherfuckers. I don't smoke, I don't get high. I don't have that type of patience. I don't drink. If I do, it's rare. And if I do, it's very rare. But I will, like, here and there. It'll be very random. I'm not a consistent drinker. I don't go out and drink. So I think the one other show, like last week, something like that, I had some drinks. But it's very rare. It might be once every 3 months, 6 months. I might not even drink a whole year, shit like that. All right? So that's just the reality of me. I can watch you drink. I'll buy you a drink. You know what I mean? But I don't engage in that. So I had drinks like last week when I was on the Odyssey channel. I said that because Ty Sam was on there instigating and stuff. Yeah, I had like about 5 drinks or something like that. For someone that don't drink consistently, I can hold my liquor. I'll take like about 6 shots of tequila. But now. So let me share my screen. Now to see them over there right now. And I want y'all to hear this shit. And I want to document it. So let me hide the chat because I don't care nothing about the chat. I wasn't even engaging in the chat. I don't leave no comments in the chat. All right. So as you can see, I'm on the panel. Me, Lucky, Not a Coincidence. The rest of them dudes is all stupid. This dude, if anybody familiar, Sutek, the dude that came on the panel talking about I ain't with calling no names, I'm keeping it scholarly. He ended up saying bitch and all that shit again, hoe and all of that shit again. But that's me. This is the reason why I'm pointing. So here we go. The relevance.
Yeah, man. Hey, brother, don't you let him answer? You asked him 1,000-minute question. Let him answer one of them.
Nothing
It's
to
not about
do
himself,
with
brother.
what
Hey,
the part
P.
of estimated value.
Check it out, bro. APP game, bro. 8 of them was convertible, so there are more rare. But 697 only produced is a limited edition, my nigga. The transnational that is rare, they made more than the fucking Trans Am, nigga. Like, come on, bro. 697 was produced. That's not a limited number. Come on, my nigga. Bro, 697 producers. That's not a limited number.
I just showed you that Trans Am, you dummy. What is you talking about? Different
come on, bro. This shit is fucking stupid. This the most remedial fucking argument nigga ever.
That's what I'm saying. These niggas act like they got comprehension.
Bro,
You trying to do this?
If anybody say that a model only produced 697 is not fucking limited,
it ain't a lot, brother.
Bro,
I'm saying the
nigga over here quiet. I ain't said nothing to you the whole time. I'm only here for Aboriginal Power.
Y'all expect from niggas. I think it's time for you to come.
I don't know the value.
Y'all niggas don't know cars at all, dog.
What kind of respect? What was you calling my name?
697 is.
What was you calling my name for?
Cause
y'all expect from niggas?
I think it's time for you to come sit down with me. I be hearing y'all utter my name.
This nigga staying in his feelings. Nigga, I'm not even talking to this nigga. Hey, he's still in his feelings. This is the same shit that he came on your show propagating, talking about, hey, if it ain't about the information and calling names and all
you promised to pull up on me 34 tomorrows ago, my nigga.
You sound like crying.
It's 34 tomorrows ago, my nigga. Where the fuck you at, nigga?
He shut you down with that.
He
shut you down with that.
I'm over here on y'all shit.
He shut you down with that Trans Am.
I'm only here for Aboriginal Power. I don't know why this nigga crying.
You ain't even gotta talk about me, nigga.
I don't even know why this nigga crying.
Nigga.
I ain't said nothing to you the whole time. I don't know why you crying. So Aboriginal Power.
Hey, look, 34 tomorrows ago.
What was you saying,
with
bro?
all that tough shit?
What was you saying, bro?
Hey, truth. You got.
What was you saying, Aboriginal Power?
No, bro, that nigga talking about that
I'm saying though, y'all got your own issue. I guess you was popping off and you had a conversation with my man.
I don't pop off for nothing. I'm not listening to this sis ass nigga over here crying.
Hey, bro, where the fuck you at? I thought you was gonna show up, my nigga. It's 34 tomorrows ago. What happened?
Hey, Pete, what's up?
Yeah.
Man, you know I want smoke, man. You know the stuff you talking about. Somebody said your name. Listen, I heard my name over there a couple times.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Yeah, we can definitely step that up. We can definitely
I have no problem.
Listen, I just want to let you know this your first introduction over here. So I want to let you know.
This ain't my
Yeah, he been on
your channel before and was kicking me out and shit for asking scientific questions.
I kicked you out?
No. You had somebody else in the channel.
A1 kicked him out.
A1 did.
What was it?
Exactly. Smoke Signal remember me coming over on the channel. He even remember me getting kicked out. That tell you something. The girl Bethany and all of them, they was arguing with me. As a matter of fact, y'all know this shit because I went live. I hopped on a panel from this channel. Y'all remember that? I shared my screen, clicked the link, and went over there, and we did that shit live and was laughing about it. Smoke Signal, remember that. I put the link in the chat, though, not to see. I'll do it again, though. But here we go. It's only about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I'm going to cut the chase. You wasn't here. A1 was here.
Oh,
he had Bethany and all the motherfuckers up here. When I asked them scientific questions, they couldn't answer, and they started making up.
We want all smoke though. So yeah, but listen, this was a hold on. I just want to hold on. It's a free smoke deal. But listen, I do want to set up something with you. We can get a topic. We can lock in. It's nothing. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you talking to the nigga though that ain't ready for no phase. We set up a topic, but listen, it's free smoke. So you know what I mean? Niggas gonna be asking.
I'm talking to the same nigga that said he using quantitative research method as a way to prove that
I said I use multiple different methodologies.
No, nigga. You said quantitative.
You said name.
I asked which research model that you were using, and you said quantitative. Don't use methodology no more. You fucking it up.
No, you can use mixed methodologies. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, so, you fucking it up.
No, I'm not fucking it up. Just know when you come to debate, I'm gonna use a mixed methodology, and you don't know what you're talking about. Well, you can mix and match all the shit. Put it like this, Shawn.
You gonna come to a faulty conclusion by mixing and matching shit.
Don't worry about what I come to. Just know when I make a claim like we got the oldest civilization, you can sit there and tuck your tail and not say nothing.
You can't prove it. You in East Tennessee. You can't prove it.
Accept the debate.
You look just like my nigga Ricky.
Nigga, don't worry about what I look like. Look, hey, listen, here we go. We got a contention point. I asked you, do you want to set the debate?
What's the contention point? What's the contention point? Say it again.
That little bit ass mustache you got. This is a contention point.
Blind ass up, nigga. What's the contention point? That you don't know how to use research models?
Yeah, we got the oldest civilization.
You can argue that all day.
We got older civilization. We got older civilization. Hey, Shawn,
I can tell you right now, nigga, that you mix that shit, you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Shawn, we got older civilization. You want to debate it?
What the fuck are you talking about? Who is we?
America. I'm an American. You talking about me?
I need y'all to pay close attention because he asserts that we have the oldest civilizations in the Americas. And I said we. So watch me try to hammer down distinctively who the we is. Watch what happens.
He as an American.
Okay, so you're an American, right?
We're not gonna play the. Listen, do you have contention for with the yes or no?
No, listen to what I'm asking.
Civilization in America is older than civilization in Africa. Listen,
that you're an American,
civilization in Africa is younger.
Just say yes, I'm an American. Just say yes, I'm an American.
Brother, yes, I've been telling you that. I'm a proud American, brother.
Okay,
listen, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
listen now. Listen, you can't listen. Brother, you can't listen. No, we're not Googling. I want to ask you a simple question. We're not doing all the weird shit. We're not going to do the weird shit. Do you subscribe that America has older civilization than Africa? Yes or no, nigga?
You want to argue with me about what civilization?
Well, we just going to start off in the basics, bro. We're gonna start off with civilized people, civilized.
Listen to what you're asking me,
bro.
You want to argue? You want to argue? Let me end it real quick. Let me end the argument real quick. Y'all play them. So let me end it.
Why are you filibustering, my nigga? He asked you a yes or no question.
A motherfucking place that had nobody on it have an old civilization.
Do you want to accept the debate or not, nigga? Do you want to accept the debate? You don't want to hear all that weak ass shit. We can just bomb all that weak
after you prove to me that you're indigenous to the Americas.
One mic, man.
I want to debate after you prove to me that you are indigenous to the Americas.
What kind of laboratory do y'all? Yo, scientists.
You have to prove who you are.
Excuse me. One mic. Respect.
Hello. You don't want no smoke, AP. You don't want no
Shawn P, the Aboriginal.
And then we can debate about civilization.
Listen, no.
Hey, my nigga, is the people filibuster, my nigga?
Hold on.
You act like a scallywag, my nigga. Why you acting like a scallywag, my nigga?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
What the fuck, Shawn?
Hold on. We're not doing all this weird shit, bro. It don't matter. I could be a SpongeBob. Do you have contention for? No, you can't, bro. Let me speak, dog. Damn. This nigga doing all this talking and doing all this weird shit. Nigga, we not worrying about what you think you coming with. Do you want to debate it? Yes or no, dog? You say you came up here for smoke. You talking to him. Do you want to debate or not, nigga?
I want the debate after you prove.
No, I'm not. I don't gotta prove who I am, bro. That's the first thing, bro. I don't gotta
prove you had hair when you was a baby. Hold on. Nigga, prove you had hair when you was a baby. My nigga, prove you had hair.
I want the debate after you can prove that you're indigenous to the Americas.
Oh, listen, you running, dog. Just say you don't want the debate.
No.
Just say you don't want the debate.
He don't want no smoke.
He muting me. And he's not trying to let me say what I'm trying to say. I know it's his platform, and I'm not trying to dominate his platform. But I told him that I wanted the debate. But I'm being very specific. I am saying I want the debate after you prove to me that you are an Aboriginal and you are indigenous to the land. That is what I want to get clear. He don't want to do that.
You don't want no smoke.
Aboriginal power.
We can do it.
Aboriginal power. Aboriginal power.
No, don't ask me nothing.
Hey, Sutek, you caught that? You caught that. He did say it's the P for filibuster. Bruh, listen. When he said it, I just ignored him. How the fuck did he come up with that? How did he come up with that? That's the dude called Incredible Hulk. He the one cracking jokes. You caught that. He did say it's the people. Yo, what the fuck going on with my iPad? Hold up. My iPad, my volume just keep going in, keep turning on automatically. I guess because of this new update with Microsoft. Anyway, with filibuster, filibuster, like Philadelphia, Philly. Filibuster.
I just need a yes or no.
I'm not asking you nothing. I'm not gonna ask you nothing.
I don't want to hear nothing but an answer, dog. Listen, I don't want to hear nothing but an answer. Do you want to debate?
Thank you. That's what the fuck I'm trying to give you, nigga.
Yeah, that's it. I don't need to hear no stipulations, but I need to do nothing, bro. I don't need to do shit. Don't open your mouth. Tell me.
Can I answer? Can I answer? Can I
Go
answer?
ahead. Yes or no? I'm listening.
This nigga Bill O'Neal right here. This Bill O'Neal.
Once you take a DNA test, because you're going to argue someone else's history.
So in other words, you don't got no answer. So in other words, you don't got no. So in other words,
Nada C said they culture vultures. They ain't letting Nada C say shit. That's why I just kept butting in, cutting in, and all kind of shit. I wasn't playing by their rules. See, Nada C, you got to go do what I did. You was over there chilling, smoking. I heard you talking, laughing, listening to the bullshit. You was listening to the bullshit. I'm over there cutting. I don't give a fuck who's saying what I'm butting in. I don't even care. I refuse to play by their rules. I ain't got that kind of time and patience. But here we go.
Yes. So no. So is that a no? You don't want to debate me on the topic?
Vultures.
Not a coincidence. What did I say to him?
Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. When you had a time, hey, not a coincidence. When you had a debate with somebody on that same similar topic, did you ask the nigga to prove his DNA to a nigga? Did you ask DNA not A1?
You don't even know why I said that.
He did ask A1 to prove it. Oh, he did ask A1 to prove it.
Come on, Lucky, you capping now, bro. Stop that shit.
Hold on.
Stop that shit.
Hey, nigga, you don't have cable, my nigga. They said it's entertainment. It's on the news, my nigga.
I'm trying to talk. I don't give a fuck about no DNA, none of that, bro. I asked a simple question about a topic. Do you want smoke on? He haven't failed to give me a yes or no answer. So I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna take it as a no. Okay.
I answered
Hold on. No, you didn't. You didn't answer. You didn't.
Yes, I did.
DNA, dog. That's cornball shit. I need a yes or no. I didn't hear yes.
Hey, not a coincidence. Your mic low.
Hold on,
nigga. How you gonna send him a hair sample? That's what I want to know.
You laughing? Do you want that smoke, Lucky? Now I will offer it for you. If you ain't involved, just put your hands up, dog. I'm sliding.
The smoke on what topic? You know I want to smoke with all the topics.
I want to answer that last.
That's what I'm saying. I heard niggas commenting. That's what I'm saying. I'm asking a simple question on the topic of contention about a debate topic. I'm asking yes or no. Now play one more time, bro. Yes or no?
What topic?
Bro, I just went over the topic like 3 times, bro, with this man. I don't know if you was listening.
Why would I argue with you about another nigga history?
Okay.
Another nigga culture. It don't even belong.
That's a great question.
Do you not understand?
That's what your whole contention is,
bro.
That's why
you're trying to argue.
I debate you about anything that we got to argue.
You're going to argue with me about another nigga culture. So you're going to go to another nigga culture that you're not connected to.
No, I'm not.
About civilization.
No, I am not. No, I am not.
Oh God!
Our preliminary could be proving who we are.
No, we're talking about
our preliminary could be proving who we are.
See, you confused, bro. We're talking about origins of civilization.
Come on, man. You keep muting me, man.
No, because you're talking.
You ain't gotta mute me. I ain't gonna say shit.
Yes, I do. You gotta shut your mouth when I'm talking. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta.
Man, go get your leader, man. Go get your leader, man. You're not worth.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta be quiet when I'm talking. That's all. I don't want to mute you. I wouldn't mute you if you was quiet. That's the problem. You understand me? But the topic that I'm asking, do you want to debate on is not
who you fucked up, nigga. You think you just gonna control the?
No, nigga, I am going to control the narrative. I asked you,
there you go with that weird ass stuff shit.
So this weird ass nigga don't want to debate now.
We can talk live. I will drive East Tennessee tomorrow. If we can talk live,
you know how to pick. You know how to pick. Hey, you know how to pick cotton.
We live now, Shawn. Shawn.
Hey, Shawn, pick cotton. It's the P for pick cotton. It's the P for pick cotton.
Nigga, you ducking a fade. You talking all that shit. You ducking a fade, my nigga.
Mr. Pick Cotton. Excuse me, Mr. Pick Cotton. Mr. Pick Cotton, can you contain yourself?
Go live and we can
Mr. Pick Cotton.
Therefore, you can't have no excuse.
Bro, I don't live in Tennessee, my nigga. What the fuck you talk about? I haven't lived in Tennessee in 5 years.
Do you know how to pick cotton, Mr. Pick Cotton? Mr. Shawn pick cotton. Do you know how to pick cotton?
Hold on.
Bro, I can pull up on you wherever you at, bro.
I'm in Philly, dog. Pull up. When you want to pull up?
Okay, all right. Where you at in Philly?
When?
You on the east side, south side? Where you at?
When you want to pull up, bro? When you pulling up?
For real, man.
If we face to face, we can get a whole lot of shit accomplished.
That's
Come
what I'm
on,
saying.
man. You
When are
ain't
you
even
pulling
really
up,
like
dog?
that,
When are you pulling up?
You don't know who you talking to.
Hold on. Everybody be
Down
quiet.
like
Please. Hold on, please. I need everybody to be quiet. Sean, listen. All I'm asking you now, since you, I don't know if you're agreeing to this debate topic, yes or no, but when do you come to Philly, dog?
Bro, when I need to come. Listen, I gotta go to Sacramento.
But you were supposed to be going to Cali to see proof, but you still ain't made it up there.
I gotta go to
Your word ain't gold, dog.
In California. I gotta go to Sacramento, right? On the 8th. Ohio this weekend.
Okay.
After that, I can holler at you. My best friend is in Philly.
Well, listen, I go live every day. So when you in Philly, come on. Matter of fact, my calling number is on the screen. You can call me anytime, bro. I drop low.
Yeah, you're not repping Tennessee. You're not repping Tennessee at all.
No, you're not repping Tennessee, nigga.
No.
You talking about, nigga? You not repping Tennessee.
You're not repping
Tennessee. I'll rep Tennessee.
Here's the reason why I said I would rather pull up and talk to him live. I explained it to him, and he still didn't comprehend what I was saying. Because if I'm live, he can't hide behind a camera. He has to have a conversation with another person right beside him that has a point of contention with what he's been using on the internet. That means we both live and we both can build and we both can stream. Now he can't act no more. He can't hide behind the camera. He can't hide behind the stream. Those that defense mechanism is removed. It no longer will exist. Now he's talking to someone that he can look in the eye and try to argue his point to, and vice versa. And it would make for a good build because we're both live. There really ain't no friction. It's not a fight. None of that. It's about breaking down this information. It's about hashing the argument out face to face like men. But you see what he says now, it gets even better. It gets even better.
Nigga, I am Tennessee.
No,
nigga.
you
Nobody
are
knows you in
not.
Tennessee, my nigga.
Aboriginal power.
Nigga, no, for real,
You
my
can't
nigga.
even prove who you are, bro.
Nigga, you can't improve who you are. You can't even prove who you are.
You borrow someone else's culture and then you try to
No.
propagate it.
You are conditioned by a white man who took you away from your homeland to give you your fake ass, elaborated ass culture. You don't even want to debate a topic. Hold on. Listen, hold on. Let me show you the weak ass shit you doing. You debate. You want to come on? Hold on. I just want to talk. I just want to talk without being muted, brother. That's all. When I mute you, that means just be quiet. You're gonna mute yourself if you're gonna be quiet. That's fine. Listen, all I'm saying is you did all that to say, listen, brother, you want to wait till you come to Philly? What's up? Why you don't want to debate now?
Let's do it. Right now. I can share my screen.
Yeah, we can definitely share the screen.
Okay. All right. I can share my screen, right? Okay, so the oldest archaeological evidence here in the Americas, it dates back to 23,000 years.
Okay.
They have a boat that's in South America, not North America, not the United States. The oldest archaeological evidence in the United States ain't even 20,000 years old. There's no civilization in the United States. They're primitive people earlier on. So you want to argue with me?
You want to take this debate structure? When do you want to structure this, dog? That's not true. That's not true.
Let me finish.
You got civilization.
Argue with me about
evidence going back 200,000 years. You got archaeological evidence going back. Listen, Shawn. You got archaeological evidence.
Listen to this man. Listen to this man. Listen to what he finna say. Listen to him. He said, I'm setting it up. He said that they got archaeological evidence here in the Americas. Listen to how many years he say. no evidence of
200,000 years.
civilization. Ain't no goddamn 200 in the United States.
Yo, Wikipedia don't work, bro.
About that?
Because you're incorrect. Wikipedia researching. You got archaeological evidence going back to 200,000 years.
Ain't no goddamn 200,000 year old civilization.
Nigga. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Man. There's archaeological evidence of human activity
right now.
in America. 200,000 years.
Show it right now.
I thought you said a million.
He's a fucking liar.
Man, if you're gonna take the debate, you running, man. Take them skates off, man.
They'll never show it.
Skates off, man. Take the debate, brother.
I show it all the time.
I want to see the debate.
I just did. We doing it right now. We can deal with this right now, bro. We ain't gotta wait.
Man, we're gonna set it up. We're gonna set it up.
We ain't gotta set shit up. We right here right now, nigga. Show me a 200,000 year old.
Listen, hold on. Listen, Shawn. This ain't the Shawn P show, dog. Listen, we set it up.
You made a claim, nigga.
Listen, hold on. And I'm definitely standing on it, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? Listen, I want you to listen clear. You can't listen if you're talking, dog. See, that's one of the things you Tennessee niggas from where the fuck you from. You can't be a Tennessee nigga. You do too much talking. Not listening. No, you're definitely not, nigga. You's a corn bill.
200,000. Come on, run it.
Well, set it up. What day you want to be free? Did you tomorrow?
Debate right now.
You want to do it tomorrow?
Right now.
We ain't doing it right now. You ain't got that. No, you ain't got that type of decision. Nigga, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
Just entertain your audience, nigga. You scared?
No, nigga, I don't do this for entertainment. Nigga, this ain't entertainment to me, nigga.
You scared?
No, my boy. Do you want to set talk or beat the dog shit out you, nigga?
Scared.
Why do you want to set this up? Let's put some money on it then, nigga. Since I'm scared. Let's put some money on it.
What you want to put on it? What you want to put on it?
What you want to put on it?
Whatever you want to put on it, bro.
500 on it.
And we going to someone else's channel. So you can't put your little poll up and outvote.
We doing it where you came to, nigga.
Nah, we ain't.
Don't set pick judges though.
We ain't.
You can pick judges though.
I want that 200,000 year civilization.
Yeah,
and 500 ain't enough.
Let's set it up. Let's set it up for Thursday. 8 o'clock prime time.
Not a coincidence. You good?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
We're gonna go on your platform.
No,
Thursday, I'm good.
Look at him scared.
His platform too small.
No,
that was a cornball move.
His platform too small.
Nah, this platform biased.
Listen to this macho motherfucking ass, and your audience still voted for that dumb shit.
So you disrespecting the audience too. So see, this how disrespectful you guys are. You disrespect the host. You disrespect them on the panel. You disrespect the audience members, the chat people.
I said they voted for the dumb shit. That's what I said.
I mean, you disrespect them. How you gonna tell them how they supposed to vote, brother? They voted the way they wanted to vote.
It's supposed to be evidence based, nigga. The channel bias.
But they voted the way they wanted to vote, man.
Viewers.
You can't control somebody's thoughts, man.
You had over 60-something people voting. Come on, bro.
Man, you ran from old boy. Old boy showed you that Pontiac, nigga. You skated away from that Pontiac, that red Pontiac.
He ain't beat up. American muscle. Right now. He ain't talking about
man. You skated.
Aboriginal power. I just told you.
What's the oldest civilization in Africa, my boy?
He wants that 200 million.
The oldest civilization in Africa, my boy.
I want you to prove that 200,000-year-old
What's the oldest civilization? I didn't say civilization.
I want you to prove it.
Clear now. What's the oldest civilization in Africa, bro?
You ain't even got people here, nigga.
What's the oldest civilization? You dumb as hell. You got people here going back 200,000 years.
No, you do not.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. Yes,
no,
you do.
do not.
Yes, you do. Yes,
no,
you do.
You do not.
Yes,
There's
you
no
do.
evidence
yes, you do.
on record
yes, you do.
for anyone
yes,
being
you
in America
yes, you do.
200,000 years ago.
You got 50,000 years there. 50,000 years.
None. Not
50,000. 50,000.
None at 50. None at 50.
50. North Carolina.
None at 50.
North Carolina.
You just throwing numbers
100,000. California. 200,000.
Not 100. Not 200.
Crazy as hell. Do you want to debate it Thursday, 8 o'clock? Yes or no?
Subtracted.
8 o'clock, yes or no?
I told
Thursday,
you
8 o'clock, yes or no? Look at him.
That's
how you bitch a nigga out. That's how you bitch a nigga out to come over and won't smoke. They don't even want to initiate. And nigga asked me, do I want to debate today?
I just told you I wanted it on Not a Coincidence channel. We betting 1,000.
No,
what are you talking about?
You don't get to make where the debate goes, boy. I know that. No, you debate here. I let Not a Coincidence moderate. How about that?
No.
Hold on. I would go is you got to beat a nigga at this in his home first, then you can take him to your home, man. That's how the game goes.
Listen. Hold on, Shawn. Respectfully, dog. When you ready to get into some real rings like not a coincidence, dude, and he come over and get these fades in over here, let me know, nigga. Stop running like a little chicken, nigga.
Yeah, but I know it's biased though.
My nigga. Let me know when you get it in. When you ready to get it in, nigga. You don't want to get it in. You want to run.
$1,000 right
you want to run. Nigga, I got 2,000 right now, nigga. I got 2,000 to show me the oldest civilization in Africa right now.
You said. I bet you can't prove it right now.
I bet I can.
Pull it up.
Send the 2,000 in right now. Send it to a credible guy right now, and I'll show you right now.
Pull it up. I got your cash up already, nigga. I sent you the money the other day. Pull it up.
You know niggas got my cash up, but we don't see that 2,000 though, dog.
Pull it up.
I don't see that 2,000, dog.
That you can't prove, my nigga.
I don't trust you, nigga. So
pull it up.
You already lied to my nigga.
You got trust issues now.
Yeah,
you know we can do escrows and shit.
You know you escrows, my nigga. So yeah, I got trust issues. But shit show. But yeah. You ain't trying to set it up. So that's how you Oh, listen, since you hold on. Respectfully, let me talk to somebody else right now because you don't want to debate over here and you running. So I want to talk to somebody else right now. You see what I'm saying? Respectfully, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else catch phase over here, but you think you got enough jurisdiction and power to come dictate where the fuck you want to debate at. No, nigga, if you want to smoke, you gonna debate.
Y'all notice that I've been on mute the whole time and talking. If you acknowledge it.
Where the fuck you popped up at, nigga? Do you want to schedule for Thursday at 8 o'clock or not? That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not doing all that goofy shit. We ain't making no extra moves, no extra changes because a nigga named Shawn P come around, nigga. Fuck wrong with these weirdos? Hey, you talking, you on mute, gang, but yeah, it's good. But truth though, listen though, you see what I'm saying?
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Hold on, I'm not talking to you, gang. Hold on, I'm not talking. I'm talking the truth right now. But
What's
listen,
good? What's good? What's good?
On the smoke, but don't want to get it in over here, though. Let's get it.
Fool motherfucking 200,000
You don't.
Hey, P, you just gotta laugh, my nigga.
No, respectfully, though, just come back when you.
He kicked me off at that point. He made a claim of 200,000-year-old bullshit. Then he kicked me off. So let me do this real quick. I was ready to debate right when I said that I was ready to debate. I was ready right then. There was no hesitation. I don't need to wait. I already know how to size up my argument. I already been through this before. This is old. So the first thing you do is you define what that you're talking about. Civilization refers to a complex human society in which people live in groups of settled dwellings comprised cities. Early civilizations developed in many parts of the world, primarily where there was adequate water available. The causes of the growth and the decline of civilizations and their expansions of potential world societies are complex. However, civilizations require not only external advances to prosper, but also the maintenance and development of good social and ethical relationships, usually grounded in religious and spiritual norms. The term civilization or civilizations come from the Latin word civis, meaning citizen or townsman. By most minimum literal definition, a civilization is a complex society. Anthropologists distinguish civilizations in which many of the people live in cities and obtain their food from agriculture, from tribal societies in which people live in small settlements or nomadic groups. A subsist by foraging, hunting, and working small horticultural gardens. When used in this sense, civilization is an exclusive term applied to some human groups and not others. Civilization can also mean a standard of behavior similar to etiquette. Here, civilized behavior is contrast with crude or barbaric behavior. In this sense, civilization implies sophistication and refinement. Let me stop there. So here we have from the World History site, Cairo-Supe. Cairo-Supe is the sacred city of Cairo-Supe is considered to be the cradle of civilization in the Americas. I'm going to say that again. Karo Supe is considered to be the cradle of civilization in the Americas. That means it's the oldest. It's the mother culture here in the Americas. Peruvian civilization, the Inca. So let me give it to you. This archaeological site of an urban settlement belonged to a complex and fully developed Supe state. It was constructed between 3000 and 1800 BCE in the same time frame as the works of the ancient Egyptians and Mesopotamians. Remember that. They're comparing it to ancient Egyptians and Mesopotamians, and they're calling it 3800 BC. Now, to back that up, right? To back that up, here's the other site. Cradle of the oldest civilization in the Americas. A whole nother article. Same place. Now, this talks about 5,000 years ago, but it is not referring to anything. It's talking about a specific site. But the civilization between 3000 and 2500 BC, right? So that just supports what we just saw. Okay? Now, going on down, here you go. This is something that's very important. The earliest civilization of South America, sacred city of Karo Supe. Remember, 3,000, 2,500 years ago. Okay? There's a video on it. It talks about the sacred site. The case, the 5,000 years is when they're talking about people. They didn't have a society or civilization at that point. All right. So here's a little book for anybody that want it. All my sources are in the description. The Early Civilizations of America. This is the kitty book. It's only 116 pages. It is going to give you the same information. All right. So did I show the book? Hold on. Here's the book, 116 pages. Right? Come on, man. I already was prepared to do this live on the dude's show. The moment that he said something, all I did was pull up a file, click 5 sources, or 6, whatever I had to click, and I was ready. Now, first human culture lasted 20,000 years longer than thought. All this is basically saying is where Homo sapiens come from. And it is also demonstrating and providing a culture. This is going to take you to the Middle Stone Age, as you can see, and it's going to put you in Africa, and it's going to talk about 30,000 years ago. More specifically, it's going to talk about new research in Senegal. Now, there is also something else in Senegal that I want to show that is more up to date, referring to culture, but I don't even want to just get into all of that. So as you can see, it talks about the last Eden. West Africa is a real frontier of human evolution studies, right? This is where they found the Moroccan, the oldest Homo sapien in Morocco 300,000 years ago, right? So I don't want to go too far into this because we're talking civilization, and I'm just putting humans on the map at this particular point, more specifically in West Africa. All right. So again, oldest DNA from Africa offers clues to mysterious ancient culture. Right? So we really ain't got to go too far. This is going to substantiate the 300,000 year Homo sapiens, and it's going to take you up to Morocco where they found the oldest Homo sapien. All right, I ain't got to run, hide, or dodge, or anything like that. The evidence is there. Y'all know that the description of my videos, I got everything. This the same thing. It's going to continue to double down on DNA. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm establishing the fact that Homo sapiens been on the continent of Africa and been establishing shit. Now, they're all about civilizations. So I take you to, why am I going to Nubia? Not Egypt. Why am I going to Nubia? Because it's older than Egypt. And it's established. And it's 5,000 BC, way before the time frame of 3,000 to 2,500 BC, 5,000 BC, because it's established. And Egypt's, they say Nubia and Ethiopia did what? They birthed Egypt. They're the mother and father to Egypt. Now, when you go look at the definition of what a civilization is, Nubia fits the criteria. Again, when you look at the definition of what a civilization is, refers to a complex human society in which people live in groups of settled dwellings comprising cities. Early civilizations developed in many parts of the world. Primarily, there was adequate water available. Nubia fits the definition. So, Nubia, he's out of here. Real quick, real instant. We ain't got to play games. Okay? We don't have to play games. And then it talks about a little bit of the history. Moving forward. Now, I was going to bring up Naphtha Playa as supportive evidence to show older archaeological evidence dealing with astronomical sites is going to be found in Naphtha Playa, which is in Africa. It ain't in no motherfucking Americas. We can't find anything that will be equivalent to this dating in the Americas. Now, I also was specific. I said that North America has no fucking evidence of a civilization. United States, North American United States, none, zero, zilch. And I did that intentionally. And he tried to run and go to a whole other direction, as y'all seen and heard. He just be wanting to have some type of debate just to be trying to debate because he's stupid as fuck. Talking about he ain't been in Tennessee in 5 years, he in Philly. The whole time I was saying Tennessee, he never said Philly. Now all of a sudden he in Philly with the other pseudos. So he's full of shit. Want to argue? You want to debate something so stupid, nigga? And I wanted to debate. Running over here, running your mouth, talking about bet 2,000. You can show me a 200,000-year-old civilization. You ain't even got human bones that's older than 10,000 in the over this motherfucker. How the fuck is you finna sit here and show me a civilization 200,000 years ago, or 50,000 years ago, as you was claiming in North Carolina, or 100,000 years ago in California, as you was claiming? None of that, because you don't have that. But this is another example why I don't need to go on any of them panels. They can pull up on our seat and we can build and we can share screens and we can argue with evidence. He does not own or possess an archaeological record that will show a civilization here from 200,000 years ago. And I'm talking Canada, United States, Central America, or South America. Not a one. You ain't even got Homo sapiens over here in none of that time frame. The oldest evidence that we have, archaeological evidence that we have, is 23,000 years old, and there are footprints that are found in South America. That's the oldest archaeological record. The oldest bones that we have is only 10,000 years old. And they're in North America. So you is fully capped. Fully. So the whole notion of stupidity that there's 200,000-year-old anything is crazy. And look, Thomas is in the chat, right? These is people we talking about. Thomas is in the chat. He telling you that it ain't no 200,000-year-old nothing over this motherfucker. This is people. This is culture. This his. It don't belong to nobody else. Look what he says. Let me stop sharing. Paleo Indians were found of the Americas. They made large spear points made of flint to hunt ice age animals. There was no civilization 10,000 plus years ago, let alone a copper Avo empire. What are we discussing? Again, first civilization in North America was perhaps the old copper culture and the Poverty Point mound building culture, both 5,000 years old. Yep, there's no humans in the Americas 26,000 years ago. Makes no sense. So again, Aboriginal power, you're known for making claims and you're known for not showing the evidence for those claims. Just like your debate was not a coincidence who entertained your dumbass comments. You made the claim that there were white people in the Americas who were slaves and Native Americans and black folk owned their ass. And you did not show evidence of that claim in your debate was not a coincidence. That's what y'all was debating. You were debating a position that you took. The position that you took was that Native Americans and black folk own white slaves. And you show no evidence of that. Zero, zilch, none. Yet you think you won the fucking debate. And then you think that I'm finna come on your platform, which is biased, among your biased ass people, and debate you about the oldest civilization, Africa or the Americas. You're not going to win that. You're not going to win that at all. Because there's shit that I can show that you can't show. You can't show a fucking aggregation system over here to people that you claim to be. Now, that's why I said we can do a preliminary. Let the preliminary be proof of our identity. You claim to be indigenous and aboriginal to this land. We need your biological evidence that proves that and your blood quantum. We need those records. And I can demonstrate and show the same shit for myself. That's all I was asking. You prove who you are. I prove who I am. We see who's right on that point. So when we do argue over civilizations, we know who the fuck is arguing the right shit and who ain't. What up, not a C?
What's good, bro? What's good, man?
You try to go back over there and make some sense of the show, didn't you?
I was still over there. I never left.
Oh.
I just left there arguing with them, man. These dudes is crazy. You remember that Moore guy that I think we was on the channel one time? He was like 85% West African.
Was that him?
With the DNA test? You remember that? Yeah, he was on there asking me about some his haplogroup going back to a Spanish person. And he don't like, but so I didn't see the test to really confirm what you feel what I'm saying. But if you understand DNA, if you autosomy 85%, right, at West African, there's no problem with you having a Y haplogroup going to Europe. That's not uncommon. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but they just couldn't understand that shit. But yeah, they was wrong.
Oh, Uncle Leroy, by the way, y'all, Uncle Leroy is Cash. So
Yeah,
he didn't let you back on Cash? Damn, that's fucked up. I did see he either you clicked off or he kicked you off when you came on there correcting the dude from Michigan that said that he got status correction.
Yeah. Oh, that was crazy. Yo, all that to just be like, so nobody understands who black people are, right? That's what that shit stemmed from. To where he's mispronouncing the name of Michigan and sound like he's just in some foreign country. Like, yo, this shit was crazy, man.
But yeah, I thought I was clear though. I said everybody on this panel is in the United States.
Yeah.
He's the only one that have contention with that. I ain't in the United States, brother. I'm in a foreign country. That's what he said.
Yeah, in his mind. He's in a foreign country in his mind. Because from what he says, he's not part of America. Like,
so he's seeded from the United States, but yeah, he has a photo ID and insurance.
Exactly, everything to be a United States citizen.
Right, and that's and I think that's how dumb that panel is, because I said all of that shit to show that he's demonstrating the capability
because
of a United States citizen.
Before he even went outside, you asked him, "Do you pay taxes? Do you got insurance? Do you got a car note? Do you running all these things down what the average American citizen has?" And then come to find out, he got these things, but he's not part of it. You doing everything we doing, but you're different. Like, nah, you be lying to everybody.
Right.
Straight up, just lying.
He kept on saying he ain't in the United States. So I said, okay, well, what's your longitude and latitude?
Because we just trying to find out where your location is, brother. Like, you try to, and because all of this is just to be like, yo, when we're in this place and when we say black, this is what we're talking about. We understand that. We went all the way there.
All the way.
Just because when we say black, we know what we're talking. Like, are you serious? That was crazy.
Yeah, look how far we went.
That might have been the most pseudo shit I ever seen in my life.
Bro.
Just to talk about who black people are. Like, you know.
Look at this fool.
When you see one, you know.
Look at this fool name.
Hey, these niggas over here. These wabbo niggas mad as hell.
Hold on, Cash. Go ahead, Nalasi.
Nah, I want to hear what Cash got them playing in the background. They going on.
Yeah, they over here. They over here talking. They over here talking shit. Mr. I lost to the Hadley Park debate. Nigga talking shit. I got my screen up. They told me don't plug your channel in.
Smoke Seal come over here and talk about I got ran off the panel. Like, first of all, I'm talking to the more nigga.
Watching my shit.
That's a fact. Yeah, immediately.
No,
I'm talking to. Go ahead.
They can't have over 2 or 3 common sense. We ain't gonna say Pan-African common sense cats on their panel. They don't have more than 2 or 3 because they know they gonna get bodied in the debate and stuff like that. And that's why they talking. Did they put you off the panel too, Sean P?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. He kicked you off, or you left?
Oh, no, he let me on after y'all.
I didn't leave. He kicked me off. I came back. He ain't let me back in.
Oh, he put you in the back. Yeah.
No.
I did see that.
He kicked me off, bro. Listen.
Oh.
Listen. I was in the stream, and then my stream y'all started spinning, and it went empty, like I wasn't on the show no more. So I hit the back button to try to rejoin the shit, and he wouldn't let me back in. So I typed in the chat, like, "Why you kicked me off?"
Yeah.
Yeah, they just kicked me. They just kicked me off now because they like I'm plugging your show in.
Nah, they just left. I mean, I just left. Like Truth tried to ask me some questions. I made him look stupid because the more person brought up the wide paternal test, right? And then Truth tried to ask questions based off of that, but he's talking about autosomal. So I let him talk real quick, and then I just like, yo, I showed him how you saying you talking about 2 different tests. You don't know what you're talking about, and he just quietly disappeared. Like, I don't even know what happened to him. Like, but yeah, they don't even know what they be talking about, man. Like, that's the bad part.
Hold on, not to see. The moral of the story is we went through all of that shit to describe that black in America equals descendants of Africans.
Word, that was crazy.
We even got all the way to the point of a civilization being 200,000 years old because of black equals African descent.
Yo, I never seen no shit like that. That's a classic, bro. Like, that's really, when it comes to how pseudo can you get, that's up there.
Oh, y'all had Zoe up there so goddamn pseudo. He started showing his cars and shit. That nigga got bands like.
Hold on, Cash. All of that was to explain, to argue against black equaling African descent. That's how the shit started, bro. it all started when I came. Not a coincidence. I already said this shit, but they kept on trying to run right by what was said, what him and Lucky had already said. And I came back on the panel, and the first thing that I said was, in North America, the United States, black equals African descent. That's how the shit started.
That's it. And then then you said what? Everybody here is from of North America, United States, right? Who's not from the United States? And then he says, not me. And then that took us down the deepest rabbit hole I ever been. Like
that got us into the 1969 Trans Am.
Word.
And him having more money than my mom and my dad.
That niggas, and you know what? Too,
in one car, he said he got one car that's worth more than my life.
He said that shit is worth $1 million, and it's not. Like, so.
And what's crazy too, like when he said the Indian name for Michigan, Manchika or something, that wasn't. I went to go look up the Indian name.
When Cass came on, I just started laughing. Like, Cass, you came right on time. Like, what, nigga? Oh, that's Michigan. I'm from up there.
The whole the Aboriginal name. We doing all this shit to say you from Michigan, bro.
Bro, the name for the Indian name for Michigan, when I went to go look it up, was like Michigama. So I don't know what this nigga. He's like, I'm from Manchika. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga talking?
He made that shit up.
Look,
I went to go. I was like,
hold on, Cash. Smoke signal. You know why you here? Because you know that shit was dumb as fuck, and you caught it. You was like, hold on, that nigga Shawn right.
Word.
Because you don't have no problem with what I said. Because I said in North America, the United States, the word black equals African descent.
And guess what, Shawn? You know what they can easily say? You know what? You're right, Shawn. And that's part of the reclassification. Right? If I was an abo, that's what I would say. Shawn, you're right. And that's what we're arguing. That we're not black. That's part of the reclassification. That's a separate argument.
Yep.
But at least it aligns with your, you know what I'm saying, what you're saying, instead of saying, no, I'm just not in the United States, so I don't recognize that term. Meanwhile, you're in the middle of the United States. Dead smack in the fucking middle.
Like, these niggas is nuts, bro.
These niggas is crazy.
Hey, the Michigan shit was so funny because I'm like, bro, that's not the Native American pronunciation. I looked it up.
But when you came in and said that, I was laughing. Like, yeah, Cass came right on time.
Bro, it was funny because he was taking us all down. You know what I mean? Like, he just kept on talking. I'm like, no, bro, can you just agree that we're all in the United States? He's like, I ain't in the United States. Okay, so what country are you in? Aboriginal Power dumbass didn't even understand the fact that when the word country came out, it was because this nigga said he wasn't even in the United States. So what country is he in?
See, but you know what? The pseudo thing that they try to do is limit the United States to Washington, D.C. Well, that's what they try to limit it
the
to.
corporation, right? It's the
corporation. But the United States has jurisdiction through the whole, whatever they say is part of their geographical landmass. They have jurisdiction over. What they claim as the United States, they have jurisdiction over. So you saying, oh, it's only in Washington, D.C. Okay, commit a federal crime in Arizona and see what happens. See what happens to
federal prison.
Exactly. And you're going to, guess what? A United States court of law. What the fuck is you talking about?
Matter of fact, the United States Army is in every state, right?
It's like, so
it
doesn't make any sense.
Like, I don't pay no rent. I don't do this. I don't do that.
Yeah. So you don't pay no light bill. How you getting? So we can understand people can be smart enough where if then they can get certain electricity and stuff from the environment if you got your engineer shit up enough, and you don't need to pay for them. But you're not doing that. You can get water from rivers, from the sun, from the wind. I mean, you can get power from wind, sun, water. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think you're not doing that, brother. If you was, you would be showing that and teaching that. Right or wrong?
Right.
That's just it. It's not impossible. You can live off of solar. Like if you had a setup with solar, wind, and water, That's where you're getting your electricity from. You can do that. Absolutely. And you won't need nothing from no company, nothing. But you also got to collect water. You have to have a big enough thing to collect water and all that shit. But it's possible, but you're not doing that.
That man
You got,
said he wanted to debate me, not a C. And all I said was, let's just go on not a C channel. We all know that it's biased.
He don't want to do it. But look, Shawn, you was on the panel. Remember I showed that clip where he said this is a biased channel, right?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes. Yep.
I got the clip. Well, we could pull it. I'll put it. I'll pull it up now. Yeah, like so. No, I think he was talking about. He said Cass go last. It was Cass on there. He was saying Cass go last. He was like, "You're not even supposed to be up here." Some shit.
Yeah, they got me on a 30-day ban, Tyron. Oh, yo, matter of fact, I exposed Tyron because he been stalking me on this page and shit. So,
yo, he's really an Asian dude. That's crazy. Like,
who is he? Which person?
This dude, Tyron Ling. Like,
yeah, that weird nigga that always.
No, listen, it has to be him because this Asian dude that commented on Cass thing talking about, he's saying, "Yo, I'm from Long Island, which I am," so he obviously watching, and then he said some shit about where Cass is at. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it has
he started
to
calling
be
me
him.
King Ass. You know they call me King Ass, so he started calling me all these. And I'm like, bro, I know it's you, bro. Like you sound like Ling. Type it, like nigga, I know who you are, man.
Yeah, you can hear the voice while he typing, right?
Damn.
Yeah, you can hear.
Yo,
you can hear the voice.
Nah, he looks like he belongs like literally. You could drop him in like the middle of Japan or some shit like China.
Yeah, he like a black Asian dude that be like watching like anime and shit. And, like he looked like that. Like he got these like big glasses. So he like a fat, like you know what I'm saying, a little chubby dude and stuff like that, man.
And you know what's so funny? The other day he was talking and Ab said something to him. He's like, "Yo," he said "nigga," right? But mine, he said "nigger." So he's like, "Yo, that was a hard ER."
Yeah,
that's what Ab. Yo, I'm telling you, man, these dudes, they don't know who they be talking to, man.
No, man, but nah, you're right. That was a classic case of that was a deep rabbit hole. All because of black,
and meaning if you're in America, we're talking about somebody of African descent.
Mm-hmm. You can't
which
get
is,
around it.
But who would disagree with that? Only somebody who like you don't even understand your ideology. Like if you're an abo, that's an easy you're right. Right or wrong, because then you just follow up with and that's because of the reclassification.
Man, I tried to get them. I tried to help them out so many times. I was like, look, bro, why don't y'all just claim like South Pacific Islanders? Like they black, you know what I'm saying? You can say they sailed to America first and to South America. You can say they them. You know, I even brought a Fiji dude on the panel.
Then they can't be a torsionist. Then they can't come from the ground.
Oh, they got me back on. Let me see what these niggas are saying.
They gotta come from the ground.
They did say
one said that.
He was like, "We been here." He said, "So you came from the ground? You been here? You're different species."
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all.
200,000 years. This nigga said Homo sapiens.
I know.
200,000 years ago. I'm like Aboriginal Power, bro. You fucked up. Then
look. I was trying to the debate.
He said I can mix match methodology. I said that's how you come to this fucked up conclusion.
Well, exactly. I heard you. Yeah, that's a fact. That's how you come to this bullshit. You taking piece here, piece there, and not following one strict thing. But when you were trying to lock him into the debate, I thought that was a good thing. He's like, yo, whatever it was, but you like, okay, can you tie yourself to them people? Add that to the debate. Why not?
Right.
Why not? If you saying this is a part of your history, it should be easy.
Easy work, bro.
Like on these debates with them, I always tie myself into the history because I choose shit that has to do with Black history. Right? They talking about white slaves. I could show my family being Black and being enslaved. So I add that shit into the debates. Why? They can never show their people being Black slave owners with white slaves. Never. How can we? right? And so in that debate that you trying to settle with him, okay, show me that you are these people. You just talking about people. You talking about somebody who you can't even put yourself to. So, Shawn, if you wanted to, you could pick a civilization in Asia and talk about them. That don't mean you come from them. You feel what I'm saying? Like it don't make no sense. Why talk about them if it's not about who you are? But I digress. Where words at, man?
Yeah, words out there. Was he in the chat or some shit?
I don't know. I ain't see him tonight wilding out. He been bugging lately, man. He been on one. I can't even get him to chill out for a second.
He mad at you.
Nah, but he gonna come back and be like, he gonna be all cool and apologize. Yo, yeah, I was bugging. He be good for like 2 shows and then he gonna turn up again. Word.
Yeah, that's some funny shit, bro. It's funny. But nah, I mean, all of this shit over black, bro. A whole dissertation by this nigga. Cause and all of that shit being shown. I don't even think the cause is his, bro. Because he filming. Hold up. Wasn't he filming? And someone else started that car. He said, "I'm out here in the parking lot right now. Let me show you these cars."
Oh, it probably he be with his girl though. His wife be right there, so she was probably filming.
I would hope so.
Yeah, nah, it was probably her. She be there because when he be on live and shit, she always be around. So
Then he said, he said they always be doing something. He own a business. Like, oh, okay, so now you paying taxes. Yeah, business like.
Yeah. Listen, he retired from the United States Army or military. I don't know which branch.
Always these niggas, yo. What the
But
fuck?
he gets a government check. And he's one of the most anti-government motherfuckers.
Indigenous 56, show them 2 degrees you said you had.
Nah, don't get him started.
Yeah,
he talking shit.
He don't want to money back.
He don't want to say he ain't showed us some 2 degrees. They talking about banning me from the panel. This nigga need to be banned from the panel. He ain't showed us some 2 degrees since that last debate. Here you go. What you say? This nigga said, hold on, y'all.
We can hear it.
Yo, cash footage.
No, he explained it now. No, yo, Incredible Hawk. Let him explain about these 2 degrees, bro. Hold on.
Yo, that nigga Hawk, I can't. Yo, he's the worst, bro.
You didn't tell us nothing. You supposed to show us
Indians
degrees, bro.
speaking Arabic, and they had the Quran over here, bro, and they'll jack that shit. Right. It don't make no sense.
These niggas, not a coincidence. These niggas is they put me off. These niggas is the most lyingest niggas. This nigga lied about his 2 degrees. Incredible Hawk just be saying any goddamn.
That's the same dude on your channel, right?
Yeah. No, not Hawk. Indigenous 56, yeah. Him, yeah. Yo, Cass, they said they said in the chat that they changed your name on the channel. It says I'm a gay
African. I put CIA. I was like, I'm CIA certified intelligent African. Who is this that Moore dude? This a guy with I thought he was like Mexican or something like that.
Nah, he's Haitian. He's from Haiti. He's black. He just Shawn, you was on that panel that time, right? You had to be, bro. With the Moore dude. I think his name was like Kiski Moore or some shit. But he talked about his DNA test and then he showed himself.
Yeah, no, I remember him.
He was black as fuck.
He came on camera like twice.
Yeah. And we tell him like, bro, you're African, like nigga was African for real.
Remember he was reading his shit. His shit was like 80-some% African.
Yeah. He's at least 85%. Like, bro, there's nothing to deny. Like, you're African, like.
It's weird. When they talk about Haiti.
He said, read your DNA. He started reading his DNA and that shit. He said he was reading some other shit. He said, nah, that ain't it. Read the other shit. He went.
Word. He read all the other little bullshit. Nah, read the big shit. What that shit say?
This shit said he was motherfucking amalgamation of many different.
Because he's from Haiti. He's from Haiti, so over there you're gonna have a more condensed African mix. They didn't mix so much as like in the United States with all the other populations of people.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
I noticed that with a lot of Jamaicans too. A lot of Jamaicans, I know they got like
Jamaica
really high
too.
African ancestry.
He having like 80-85% African ancestry.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that on them islands. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shit, South Carolina. You go to South Carolina, bro. Like South Carolina, and this is
in them swamp areas because them white people couldn't go up in there. Shawn talked about that.
Rice. They go back to the black rice shit.
Well, Shawn, I think Shawn, he did a couple recent showing like old shit he talked, because this is old information. But recently he brought it up a couple times, talking about how the white people couldn't really be out there like that. Basically, you know what I'm saying?
They can't fuck with that temperature, and they can't fuck with malaria and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to tell you another reason why those people on them coastal areas, South Carolina, that Georgia, all them Gullah, what we like to call that Gullah Geechee corridor, you're gonna see a high African, basically admixture with less European and other mixtures in it, compared to the other African American.
Yeah, like over there, like Georgia, off of them islands and stuff. Yeah, they were like shit, 80 to 90, 90 for some of them, bro.
Yeah. Like I was trying to get my my aunt to take the test, because my aunt and my mom, they have two different fathers. Because I believe, because my grandmother, she's from Georgia, right? She's from Macon, but her parents are from South Carolina. Her father's side's from Edgefield. Her mother's side, I'm not sure, in the Carolinas. But I believe she was up there around like 90-something% around there. Because my uncle, who also has a different father, he's like 88%.
Who is Dev Hefe?
Oh, that's he be over there. No, that's that's not Hardline. I want to say that's Hardline. Hardline boy. Is it Hardline boys? I think it is, but yeah, he be over there. I gave him a wrench. He all right. But he's pseudo. When I say he's all right, but he's not disrespectful. Let me say that.
Yeah, he was over there in their chat saying that Cash was broadcasting the show over here on the Mossy.
Oh, he giving up the beans. He letting them know what's going on.
Oh no, I told him, I was like, come on over. They mad as hell. They like, yo, you broadcasting another nigga show. I'm like, you act like we the opposite or something, bro. We make y'all show. That's why you always have us on. But you can't have more than 3 of us or 2 of us on, because we're gonna demolish you. But we the ones that get y'all views, bro. Period.
Listen, they understand that they need to. They try to dismiss us, right? They can't dismiss us. We've been too consistent. Shawn goes live a lot. I go live a lot. There's other people who attack their information, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can't dismiss it anymore.
He was in the chat.
Yeah, I didn't get to look at the chat because I was on my phone when I was over there, but I heard him say his name a couple times. And remember, I was asking about him, like, yo, where he been at?
He popped up.
I'm glad he's still around, because he's another one, because he can get right into it. Like when niggas focus on, all right, you said this, and let me dissect this shit, and he come out with his video, he put that shit right on out. He does it beautifully. Like, I give him much respect.
I made that nigga mad, yo. I was not conforming to what he wanted to do. I was like, no, the CJ's getting high, yo. He gonna let you say all this shit. He's smoking.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm saying, yeah, that's a fact.
I'm cutting everybody off. They say something.
Look, I tried to say something because I'm like, yo, Bat, why are you running? If you want to take the debate, okay, you want to. It's like this. He presented something that he wanted to bring to the debate. You present something, right? Well, what's the problem with that?
He had a whole problem with it, bro. All I wanted to get clear was, first of all, before we're arguing the wrong shit, right? Let's make sure that these people, or we're descendants of these people that we're defending.
Yeah, because we could be like, okay, who came first? The people. You could take let's say we talking about different locations. I could be talking about Hawaii. You could be talking about India. Neither one of us come from it. So what's the point? What's the fucking point? We can still be right. One of us can still be right, but what's the point? The point is about who we are. And they want to run from that. That's why when it came down to, okay, can you prove that you're those people? And I'll take the debate. He didn't want to deal with that. Because they can't.
That's my thing. Like, and that's my thing. Like, you hijacking the whole culture, bro. Like, you come and just like people still alive, the people still here. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to say, oh, like, I'm not African, right? We dealt with this pseudo shit for a few, like, shit, over a century, right? Moors, this, Hebrews, or whatever. But now you saying I'm them people. I'm a Cherokee, or I'm them people that are still walking around, they still alive, they still live on their reservations, and you saying they them. You know what I'm saying? You just like, fuck them, I'm y'all. Even though I don't speak the language or nothing, but I'm y'all and shit like that. That's fucking crazy.
Listen, Cash. It's real simple. He takes the debate, we just go to not a coincidence and shit, right? And we let the information disseminate it out. And then we had, you know what I mean? We can do a poll and we can have the judges. We see what the people say, and then we see what the polls say, and then we see what the judges say. Based on
I
that,
think it would be even like that because he can get enough people over there. You know what I'm saying? We'll have enough people there, and I think it'd be even like that.
You don't want to lose that little 500 that he tried to slide out there real quick.
Nah, he don't. He don't. Because listen, if somebody was betting me, be like, "Oh, prove you're West African," you know what I'm saying? I'm taking that real quick. Let's go. Who Cash App? Let's send it to somebody. Cash App the whole a middle person. We both send it there. The winner, they send it off. You feel what I'm saying? Real quick, I can prove I'm West African. I don't like y'all don't accept DNA and all that. I don't give a fuck.
Right?
Like
we got it.
Word, and then you can't beat it.
I started showing them
also
cousins I had, bro. Like I started showing them 4th and 5th cousins or whatever, you know, and showing them like they had like the little markers on the side or whatever. Because I'm still trying to like learn the language of the DNA.
They can't deny evidence. When you're debating, you cannot deny evidence. Whatever is being used to argue as evidence has to be accepted. It is up to the judges and the fact checkers to correct misinformation, right? When it is presented. And which goes back to my point about your debate with him, not a C, and I said this earlier. When you played the video that you clipped up and he made the same mistake he did with me tonight, that he did with you on that live, where he said that he could show that white people were slaves and they was owned by Native Americans and black folk. That was the debate. Because that's his claim. And then he doubled down and said, well, we can argue that there was white slaves in the Americas and niggas and Native Americans own those slaves. That's what he said.
That's why I played it every round. Well, I knew I had to do that. I said I gotta play this shit every round because leading up to it, he was acting like that wasn't part of it. He just never mentioned it, and I let him because I know I got him on record. I know what this is debating. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna go with this. But you know, his viewers they don't care. And he even tried to tell me he showed one, but then at the end he said, "Well, I didn't name him." So then you didn't show nobody. If you ain't named a black slave owner who owned a white slave, you didn't show anybody. Right or wrong, right?
Hey, after y'all debate him on because he been saying the Mississippian. He said niggas from the Mississippian area. I'm like, oh, so 23 million years ago. So he's really stuck on that.
Yeah, but that's another thing too. He see like shit like that because when he goes to that website, they're talking about the geological finds of that area. When they're talking about the millions of years ago. And then there's another part where they talk about the Mississippian era and the Mississippian period. Or no, Mississippian culture. And that's the people. And they only say that goes back 5,000 years. They say, yeah, this geological landmass and how it looks now goes back 200-something million years. Cool. But on that same site, they talk about the culture, and it's when they talk about the people in anthropology, which is two different sciences from geology, because on that same thing, the first thing it says is geologist, fine. You know what I'm saying? Then it goes into what it says. It's two different things, but they don't understand these scientific these disciplines. You know what I'm saying? They just don't get it. He thinks that when it said Mississippian period, they're talking about people. No, they're talking about the land mass, man.
But I don't even know why he even brought that up, because we were going to debate Mississippian culture, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm about to bring it up. I pulled that up to the table. Then he brought up Mississippian era, and I'm like, you really want to do that? So we bring up Mississippian era, right? So at that time, it was like, you know, it was like ocean. It was like marshland, ocean, and stuff like that. Like it was like a watery expanse and stuff. So at that time, it wasn't even dinosaurs existing. They were talking about not lizards. Reptiles were just coming out of the water on land, and they had those. What is those? The fossils of those like crustaceous type creatures they be finding all the time. Like that was
the shells, the horseshoe crabs.
Yeah, the little horseshoe crab looking things and shit, right?
They always find them shit. Yeah.
But them was the only things that was around and shit. So it wasn't even like full-fledged dinosaurs walking around yet, let alone a fucking mammal.
They don't care. He's seen the number, and then he's seen the word era or period, whatever it was, and he just ran with that like people was there. In that article, it never said anything about people. Shawn, you hear me? Not one time did it say anything about people. But then on that same site, I think it was a national park. What is it? NPS or some shit? NPR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the site. On that same site, if you look up Mississippian culture, they have an article on that too, where they talk about the people, and those people start around 5,000 years ago.
Thanks.
So why do they have two different articles? You feel what I'm saying?
And really, the people that they're referring to, they're still Mississippian. They label them as like archaic.
Mm-hmm.
And then before that, they give them a different. Well, not. Yeah, they label them the archaics, but before the archaics, it's the Mississippians, and then it's another name that I can't think of right now. And then there's the archaics, and then it's the Paleo Indians. Hold on, let me look that shit up real quick.
Right, because we got those different areas. It's not even at the time of Cahokia and shit like that.
But Kaz, they always try to pull that shit with us, where they'll try to show something, and then like with you, unless A1's the only one that put me in the back, but that be doing it to you too. But they try to put you in the back.
Woodland is the name. So there's a
Woodland, yeah. The Woodland, yep, that's a fact. That's a fact. You got the Mississippi Woodland, yep.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't get it, man.
Yeah,
and like Shawn, you try to tell them there's nothing past 20 and some change.
The oldest evidence that we have is 23,000-year-old feet,
and that's not even footprint. That's not even.
And this is
we accept it because
right.
We accept it because we understand it's a human footprint, so we don't need the body. But guess what? Abos wouldn't accept that. You get what I'm saying? They wouldn't. They'd be like, well, we don't know who did it. Like, what? It looks like a human foot. It's a human, brother. Like, it's in a time frame of where humans are moving around.
Thank you.
Because you feel what I'm saying?
We have a boat a few thousand more years older than that.
Yeah, so everything got to be taken in context, so we understand. Like, but they don't get it. And even if you are those
deep, bro, but they're doing excavations to substantiate that. That's why the needle moved in South America versus North America to 33,000 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's why we talking about because of those Paleo Indians coming down.
Years, they give us an estimate.
So when it comes to South America, are they saying those people came directly from the island, like Pacific Islands?
No.
What are they saying?
No. They're saying that the people that arrived in South America are traveled via the boat, via the Bering Strait. So instead of them going through the Beringer, they travel.
It was like a kelp highway or some shit, right?
There you go. That's it, the kelp highway.
Yeah, I heard that one too. Yeah.
They traveled that way down into the south.
Okay, so that is the way that they're more leading toward.
They're still taking they take the same path as the North Native Americans, but they just travel by water. And then
they stay along the coast.
Science article to show that the first people to populate the Americas did arrive by boat. which would then move the date earlier than what they had originally, when they were thinking 13 to 15,000 years. Before
they got
we were thinking 10 to 13,000 years.
They got a good documentary on PBS about the first Americans, and they was talking about that. That's why I got that Kelp Highway thing from.
But that's not the one where they were showing. They were talking about the Pacific Island folks too, right? And saying they found their descendants down in like, was it either Argentina, one of those countries like further down at the tip. You know, was it Chile or Argentina or something?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah.
So we do have the evidence of those Pacific Islanders coming over here as well, right?
Yeah, but it's not. But look, it's not that they came directly that way though. That's the whole thing. So yeah, it is people that came from there, but they came up. Just if you just look at the map, let's say they just went across all the coastlines that they could. You get what I'm saying? From basically from the islands in Asia all the way up to America, they just followed the coastline instead of coming directly across the water.
Oh, so these people came down. They didn't come up; they came down.
You have two migrational patterns to people the Americas. That's why they separate them, and they say the North Native American migration, which would be the Bering Strait, and then the South Native American pathway, which would be the Kelp Highway, via boat. Those people just rafted down. Now the reason that we know is because the sea level, well, the oceanic, the ocean where it is today was 400 feet less back then because of the ice age. You know what I mean? You're in the last.
The ice suck all that water up.
Right. It's just it's absorbing that shit, and you can't do anything because all that now. That's why the sea level rose when the ice age went. The shit went up 400 feet.
Yeah, because they talk.
So hold on, hold on. I don't know who Donnie Williams is talking to, but look at the one he says. Where'd it go? It says you niggas didn't even invent the bike. But yeah, but look, yo, but look how he spelled invented.
Yeah, he fucked that up, Donnie. Where your eye at, Donnie? Where your eye at? Fuck it up, buddy.
Oh, you said Donnie just trolling up?
Yeah, he just trolling, yo.
You good, dude.
Hey, that shit. Y'all
still gotta spell that shit right though,
Donnie. I'm stuck at the 23 million years. I asked Bap, I say, don't you believe you're a mammal, right? Aren't you a mammal? He didn't want to answer. I'm like, no, you're a mammal, yes or no, because humans are considered mammals. And 23 million years ago, mammals didn't exist. So are you a mammal? Yes or no, bro?
Yeah. That's
if
a
you
good
some type
one.
of
Right
amphibian, nigga. You an amphibian and shit, let me know right now.
Nah, that's what's old boy name? Waterworld, what's his name?
Real rap. Real rap.
Yeah, that's real rap. Real rap.
Real rap. Hey, he coming around, man. I'm telling y'all, real rap going
I'm not listening to you or
he batshit crazy.
I ain't listening to you or Callie about motherfuckers coming around, bro. Y'all said the same shit.
He just gonna be on that Dogon shit. He gonna say we nomos, right? Y'all gotta let him ride with the nomos. Like, well, he an ally. He just think
he gonna say the Dogon. He gonna say the Dogon, the original Cherokee while you playing.
Oh shit!
Talk about the Aniawe.
That's what gave me hope. When he said the Dogon, I said at least he quoting African tribes. Like this nigga think he love this water shit. He want to be an amphibian bad than the motherfucker, but
right. And he can't even swim. What do you want to be?
He said he can't swim. Word, no, he can't swim.
Yo, he about to create a new movement with that water war shit. You got the flat earthers and shit. You know what I'm saying? He coming with and I debunked them on the group, right? Because I forgot which Arab scholar I shared. And these Arab scholars in Baghdad, they had a globe and was measuring the globe. This is pre-European and all that. They measuring this globe and all that. Oh man, them flat earthers came for me, bro. They came for my head, man.
I mean, So for the Earth being like circular, that's a old concept. From what I've seen, the flat Earth thing doesn't even come to around to like the 1800s.
Oh shit!
And that was somebody. From what I've seen, that was somebody misquoting or just fantasizing what happened with Columbus. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now, from what I've seen, that was in the 1800s.
Yeah, because you had map makers, bro. Like all these. I mean, when the Arabs were in power, the Muslims and all that, and you had folks making maps and everything back then. And that's the other thing about history too. Like I've been watching this white boy channel. He talking about Let's Talk Religion. So he just was like going through like all these scholars and like down Middle Ages and stuff like that. And I've been listening like Ibn Battuta and his stories. And I didn't realize so much shit came through, like, because the Europeans will make you think like everything came from them. But then I'm like listening to all these cats talk about like all these scholars in these different places and how Iraq and Baghdad was like the center of science at one time. You know what I'm saying? And you hear a lot of concepts now, even paper money, right? Like even Battuta, when he went to China, they was using paper currency over there. And when the Brits came and like seeing that shit, they was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna use that." And Chinese were like, "No, don't use that shit, bro. Like we went fought wars and all that. This paper currency shit, some bullshit." Because I think they went back to like the gold standard and coin standard and everything, but they were using paper currency, bro. Like what was Ibn Battuta around? This is like the 1200s, like at the beginning of the like Black Plague era. This is when Ibn Battuta was around. And they were using paper currency.
I got his book right here, yo.
Yo, share my screen real quick, Shawn.
They call him a great I see it. The great navigator, whatever the fuck said he is. But some places
I gotta get into Sinbad after that though. Like I was listening to Ibn Battuta. I gotta get into Sinbad after that because he was another cat that traveled around and talked about these different places.
So Cash, when it comes to that,
read his book.
Yeah. So I can get more details. What you about to ask me? Not a coincidence.
Nah, when you just talking about the flat Earth thing, like,
yeah. The I got.
That's something new. That's something new. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, what it say? Historian Russell Burton says the flat Earth era flourished between the 1870s and 1920s. It had to do with ideology setting created by struggles over biological evolution, right? But there's also some where they talk about Columbus. Somebody misquoting what Columbus said. But the point is that the ancient people, the point is that nobody was believing this shit until recently, and it comes from white people, right?
Yeah,
like,
just like this Abo shit.
Yeah, it comes from white people also. Just another pseudo doctrine with people that got too much time to think about bullshit. There's no history to it because even when we go to the ancient people, they never thought about the Earth being flat. Like, I'm pretty sure it was some people out there, but the mainstream, it wasn't. No,
it wasn't
like
that.
No.
And a lot of people basing that on people that weren't seafaring people too. Like, they look at that like, oh yeah.
Bro, listen. This is how unseafaring motherfuckers was in West Africa. They was scared of the ocean. They talked about it in UNESCO Volume 3. I think it was Volume 3 where they were denying the fact of doing seafaring. They had no reason to do that shit.
Yo, but Shawn.
Yeah.
Niggas is scared of the water now, ain't they?
Right.
So what's the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but these niggas talk about the Native American, the Aboriginals talk about seafarers. I'm like, bro, what Aboriginal culture? I mean, like, yeah, we know people that sailed on rafts over here, but after that, once niggas got landlocked, I don't know about no Cherokee seafaring motherfuckers.
So you gotta understand, if you're in a tropical paradise, right? You literally got all types of game, wild animals running around, fruit growing from here, vegetables growing from here. What do you need to leave for? You got a river that runs right through the Niger River, which is big, runs right. You got fresh water, you got lakes, you got what do you need to leave for? Now, when you're in Europe, like you're not even seeing. There is no winter. You don't even know what a winter is. As far as like snow and being cold, you don't know what
you
the
look
fuck
at
that
that
shit
with the
is.
connection with the Arab world and how the Arabs were taking so much from Africa because Africa was rich. Like you getting skins, you getting animals and all that stuff. You getting all type of shit that's coming.
But the
Like
question
Arabs,
is,
the
why
middleman.
would we leave to go look for what? What are we looking for?
Right.
We got everything we need.
Right here. What we looking for?
You only
got
look for
Mansa
shit
Musa
when
with a
you're
big ass
missing
piece of
something.
gold. Big ass
When
piece
you're
of gold
missing
just helping them
something.
out.
And the Europeans tell you why they left. One reason was because they was tired of getting beat up on by the Moors, and they was looking for help, and they needed to find more money, more gold to. And one thing was they was looking for the seals, because that was big money at the time.
Yo, they was getting their ass whooped by everybody. You had the Ottoman Turks, right? But then remember, you had the Khans. The Khans, bro, Genghis Khan and them came through and whooped every fucking body.
And look, they lost
dog.
the Silk Road, the trade route, so they had to find another way, and this is how shit begins.
I think
we didn't.
Man, listen, like that's it. The story of Prester John. That's the oldest sham.
Oh yeah, Sutek put that in. Yep.
Yeah, but I wrote in hold up, this is funny right here since he brought up Prester John. So I think it's this book. Listen to this, not a C. So in this book, I put the European myth of Prester John in West Africa. So I wrote about that, right? In volume 3, Spiritual Combat. But I go somewhere with it. I go somewhere no one else goes with the whole Prester John shit. Because it's you're hypothesizing. So I said, before we proceed further, I do want to emphasize that this is merely my hypothesis and should be read as such. This is not a conclusion nor a theory because it has not been tested, and I do not have enough available data to argue it as if it can hold scholastic weight.
Yo, listen, Shawn, hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. But if a lot of these dudes just said what you just said, I would listen to them. Right or wrong.
Yeah.
Right or wrong.
Yeah,
just say that.
You're right.
And you can say whatever you want after that. Right or wrong. And we'll listen. Okay. And then we might have some questions. Okay, we want to see how you came to that conclusion, but we ain't gonna beat you up about it. But go ahead, bro. That was good. Go ahead, bro.
So I put, however, if for any reason data becomes available that will strengthen my hypothesis, then I will update my information and argue from a stronger premise. If you know anything about the Portuguese or any European who set foot in Africa, you hear stories about a person that goes by the name of Prester John. John was a wealthy king who resided somewhere in some land distant from his own sport and his own riches, living as best as he could. John has traveled the world as story goes, showing up in numerous places during different time periods. He has outlived every possible human being who walked the earth. To argue my point, I will first lay my premise, but before that, we need to address my methodology used to formulate this hypothesis. It is based on several historical accounts, a central location, an interest created, a plot that thickens, technological advancements, and a motive that would change history forever. So I'm basically telling you what I am getting ready to do, and I just gave you only a couple of sentences in this essay. So then I go
Cash, you got a lot of wind or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me. That's the. Then I said, you hear it still?
Nah, it's good
nah.
All right, cool.
I can actually put this on the screen, but I just don't want to. But the historical myth of Prester John began sometime around the late 1100s by Europeans who used the character as an opportunity to offset the spread of Islam and or possible help them control trade routes and introduce their religion. Remember, this is my hypothesis. But if you start looking at the story of Prester John, you can relate.
So there's evidence for that.
Right.
Because, hold on. Prince Henry, the navigator, mentions his Prester John, and that's one of the reasons for him going down to Guinea, looking for him to help fight against these Muslims, the Moors, or whatever they were.
Yeah, these were the Crusaders, right? So these were the Crusaders
Right.
that was.
Hold on, I'm finna pull it up on the screen so people can see what it is.
So they had stories of Prester John in like Ethiopia, also, right?
India, Ethiopia,
India also, everywhere.
Yeah, China.
But he's everywhere where the Europeans want to go and try to conquer.
There you go.
You have to keep. So this is. It's hard to explain it, but this is a story they tell to get them to excited about going out, conquering places, discovering, that doctrine of discovery type.
Hold on 1 second, Khalil. Yeah. So hold up. I'm gonna pull this thing up.
They wanted to conquer Ethiopia.
You bring Khalil on real quick, and then
Khalil, what's good, brother?
Shawn P, what's good? NAC.
What's good?
What's going on?
Good,
Shawn, you know that's my shit, yo.
Prester John.
Yeah, that's my shit, man.
Yeah.
Yo, like you do too. I kind of blame it on your man Samusa too, flossing.
That's what I'm about to say, man. So wasn't he considered a Prester John too, man? Like,
yeah, because
nah, he ain't considered a Prester John.
Because he's real.
Right.
But they had that nigga on the map. They made soon as they made that map, they had him with that gold.
But when he was up there, he went broke though. So they know he not Prester John, yo.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. But what he did was he turned the European nose up. To look at Africa, to look at West Africa.
It was a bunch of
the Catholic
Church merchants like, hanging out in Alexandria and where he was at.
And he put that eye on him.
Yeah, he caught wind of all of that.
And then
because
he took
on that
those slaves. Hey, look, he took all those slaves across with him too. So remember,
you can see the screen.
Had tons of slaves.
All right.
And Africa was flexing with slaves, bro. That was the other thing too. Like Africa, you look at.
Hold on, Cass. Hold on. So look, before the 1400s, European nations had no interest in Africa below the Sahara in what we know today as Balad al-Sudan, or the land of the blacks. It was not until the famous Hajj of Mansa Musa the European powers grew interested in West Africa. It was in Cairo when they heard the stories of this king who brought with him so much gold, he lowered the value of it, and people everywhere began to take notice. They heard about how frugal he was with his money and where he stated he got his gold from. And it is said he get his gold from a land where it grows like carrots, and in the land it is not owned by Muslims, but by Christians. This is when Europeans take notice and begin to plot on West Africa. Europe, its ideas about Africa rather in choke, was put on notice that a powerful and rich kingdom lay south of the Sahara. This happened around the time when European nations began strengthening their naval prowess and capabilities in the Atlantic. When Europeans set sail, they had to hug their ships close to the continent because if they ventured too far out into the ocean, the cross currents would swallow the ships. Hold on, people, would never be seen again. All right, so this piece of history is very important because it is within the travel down the North African coastline into the land of the blacks that things begin to change. And I'm walking everyone down through this whole shit. But I'm using Prester John, right, as the play, right? Once the Europeans stepped foot on West Africa soil, the name Prester John will later be inserted into the history books of West Africa, just like it was in many other countries throughout history. But this time, pale-faced Prester John will take on a phenotypical change. Prester John, the Portuguese used to infiltrate West African land, just so happened to be Mansa Musa. Remember, I'm hypothesizing, right? I'm telling you in this hypothesis that Mansa Musa is the Prester John that they're looking for. Who else would he be? They had just bear witness to. Remember, he dies. Remember, he comes back from Cairo, and a few years later, he dies before the arrival of the European.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
But Shawn, let me ask you a question.
I never looked at it like that.
Shawn, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I always thought that Prester John was tied to the story of the three kings when they go see Jesus, and he's the black dude. When you always see those pictures, that's who I thought. That's who I always thought that they was referring to as Prester John. Because remember, if you see the three wise kings, he's the black dude with the earrings, and he's bringing the gold and everything else, which represents the three three.
Damn, that sound like that's based on Mansa Musa right there.
Well, here's my reason right here in this paragraph right here. When I say since Prester John and myth had so much resemblances to Musa, it was the perfect lie that would service them well later on in the coming of the European wreak havoc on West Africans. This mythological story's vocal point is about a wealthy king hiding somewhere inland, and whether dead or alive, the gold inspired them to appear on the shores of West Africa. So, remember now, I'm just hypothesizing here, but as the African proverb state, a wise person does not fall down on the same hill twice. So,
nah, I get it. I mean, as far as it's, like you said, like speculation, shit, I run with that shit too. But I mean, when they draw that map, I mean, they gave up the location when the McCarter map came out. I mean, it was like boom, like yo, go get them.
I think we did a good job with this book. These are the sources for that. You know what I'm saying? John Thornton, Africans and African in the Making of the Atlantic World, John Henry Clark, Basil Davidson, Hugh Thomas, Niani. Just a few or additional readings. You know what I mean? So, because I only saw Gomez in that chapter, but additional readings that would help deal with everything. I provide that. Several sources, as you can see. I think it's like 10 or whatever. But prior to that, the whole Musa shit, you know what I'm saying, is the chapter before that. So we deal with this old motherfucking.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
Yeah. The questionable accounts of Mali Koi, Can Musa. So yeah, we get into that. And a lot of people don't even want to recognize that, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like collectively, we know shit, bro.
Shit too. That's the other crazy shit too, because if the other dude, who you said it was his nephew, not his nephew, but his uncle. What's the dude's name? That supposedly sailed the 2,000 ships into the
Al-Bukhari II.
Okay, so if Al-Bukhari did that, right? They built 2,000 ships.
If he existed. If he existed.
I'm just saying.
Oh shit! So he might not have existed, huh?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just speculating. I'm just going with the story, right? If that's the case, then why the fuck is Mansa Musa fucking walking all the way across the land? Why don't you just get on the fucking ships that his uncle just built and go around?
Was he a predecessor though? So he was before Mansa Musa, Abu Bakr.
Right.
He's before. Musa's considered a usurper.
Yeah, he's not even. Not even in the line, really. He's not even supposed to be.
There's political unrest. So let me share the screen again. There's political unrest in Mali, and in that political unrest, you could usurp, you could overthrow, right? You can overthrow the king,
right?
Because there's some shit going on. So here's the kings list. There's 3 different kings lists, right? We're talking genealogy. So the following is the genealogy of the kings of Mali, as reconstructed on the basis of one Muslim motherfucker, and then we have Musa's name shows up over here, right? But in this, I also argue that Musa's mother.
Yeah, I was about to say that because they charged him with killing his moms.
Yeah, but Musa's mother is not, would do all kind of shit. So it's some shit in here, bro. There go the damn story right there about the 200 ships and shit. 2,000 ships.
And if that's the case, when the Portuguese came, where the Navy was at? since they built two, they know how to build ships.
Right. Well, no fucking Navy.
Right.
They standing on the coast shooting arrows and shit. Yo, your man just got building. Your man just got finished building 2,000 ships, going back and forth. But then 100 years later, you ain't got no Navy, and then you
That's a great point.
And then you walking all the way to make Hajj. All you gotta do is go up north, cut around, go right into the Mediterranean, go that way.
Yeah.
Since you know how to build 2,000 ships.
Right.
And that was before.
But
that was
hold
supposed
on.
to be before.
So add to that, Khalil. So what was significant about the Mediterranean? That's where motherfuckers did business. That's where all the big business in that era was happening. So West Africa,
that whole from Roman time all the way, that shit was popping.
So
this is like the highway, bro, and that's one area. This is not even the Silk Road. This is Mediterranean. All the big business. That's why all these civilizations popping up, because it's been like that for thousands of fucking years.
Yeah.
Whoever owned that whole, whoever's running that area was running the world.
And you had to have badass ships, because if you went to war with a motherfucker, your ship skills wasn't bad, nigga, you was conquered.
Which goes back to the point of why those Indians show up at the tip of Morocco and Spain area.
Exactly. That's the gateway. That's where you trade that's the gate. I mean, that's where the English was in. That's where they was hovering around. That's when they were doing all their pirating and shit. Where they start out, them and the Dutch. Cause they come into the game fucking pirating, hanging around trying to steal Spanish and Portuguese shit. I mean, eventually they do it.
They was straight thugging in this motherfucker.
Yeah, everybody was. The Portuguese was thugging too. Shit, Spanish was thugging. Everybody starts out thugging. B. That's the game. Because as soon as the Portuguese go into Senegamia and they go into those particular areas, the Spanish is making the claim like that's their shit, and then they run to the Pope crying and shit like, "Yo, that's our shit." And then they have their little war, and that's when you get the treaty of what is that, Tortoselli, and split the shit in half. But they was killing each other left and right. That's prior to 1492.
And they had to get away from them Ottoman Turks and shit. That's why it was a documentary. It was like, yo, if Ottoman Turks had more time or access, and this is the thing, having access, like the Iberian Peninsula was positioned in a place where you gotta strike the fuck out. Like, what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna still sit around there and be conquered by everybody and shit, or you gonna strike out and you gonna have to head across that big ocean expanse, man? Even though they talk about the Scandinavians going up to Greenland and all that shit, but nobody was consistently sailing over in that motherfucker.
Yeah, because I mean, when they cut up, I mean, like you said, the Silk Roads. When they started the higher taxes though. I mean, they was letting a couple of shit through, but shit changed. Because today's prices, shit change, B. If I take over, I'm raising my shit. And then Portugal, that whole Iberian Peninsula, that whole area, that's the last part of it. That's the western part. So by the time the goods and services got to there, that shit was so heavily taxed they couldn't even afford to have that shit. That's why they was so hell bent to coming out of there. Especially Portuguese, because they backs us against the wall.
And heavy taxes, you know what happened with heavy taxes? That shit create motherfuckers get mad. Motherfuckers like, no, fuck this.
By the time that shit get to like fucking with the because a lot of them Genoese merchants and shit, by the time that shit got to them, and by the time they got their hands on it, the motherfuckers couldn't afford half that shit. And then Spain and Portugal was fucking broke doing all them crusades and shit. They had to borrow. Columbus had to borrow half the money from the Genoese bank. He didn't get a lot of that money from Isabel and Ferdinand. He just got their blessings. He didn't get the money. He got the money from what's that? The Smith Bank or whatever that shit is in Genoese merchants.
Oh damn.
But Sutek, Columbus didn't exist. Let me stop fucking with you. That's what the apples are saying. He didn't exist. Word. But
he was black.
we
We got the other one. He was black.
He was Muslim.
But look, like you said, we got the documentation. We even got his son. He was running Hispaniola for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
what about the other one? He a crypto Jew. What about the crypto Jew one?
His son fucked up a lot of money, man. They came, that's what they appointed that governor over Hispaniola. Niggas was running amok over there. He called them people back and was like, don't send no niggas over here. No unchristianized niggas over here.
Yep.
Bozales, they called them, whatever they called them.
Yeah, they ain't want Bozales, they wanted Latinos.
Yeah, they was more, docile.
Yeah, those were the Europeanized Africans.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't want the ones directly from Africa.
What you talking about? That's Morisco niggas.
Them stupid ass motherfuckers be talking about some black Europeans. That's the angle they be coming with. That shit is stupid as fuck.
Because they don't understand it was a seasoning process. Part of that, before you can go to the Americas, you had to be Christianized. They didn't want no non-Christians over here. So even if you was a slave, they would send you to Europe first.
Yeah, but did they? I mean, that's just a word game, right? Because Europe isn't even a formation, right?
Yeah.
So
it's a word game, but they still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, those people are pretty much like coming from Lisbon and
right
and Seville. They more nationalized than anything else, and more identify
They're not.
Yeah,
I get what
they
you're
don't
saying.
identify as like black. They identify as either their religious.
That's why we get so much
identity.
information too.
Yeah, their religious identity and then their national identity.
Yeah,
they don't see themselves as ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that here in America, that's our primary identifier. That's why we trip on it so much.
So, as of 19 hours ago, descendants of early Black Californians want their ancestors' stolen lands back. These people who want the land back are former slaves who came to California, who mined for gold and bought property, only for their land to be stolen or seized. Their families, generations later, says it's time for reckoning. These are Californians, and they are not saying that they're indigenous, and they are not saying that they're Aboriginal. They are saying that they migrated to the West, that they were once upon a time slaves. And guess what? When I say slaves, they were enslaved Africans, to be exact. They worked and dug for gold.
Yeah. They got a claim like a motherfucker, especially up in Peru and all that shit. Up in California, hell yeah. Your boy Ron Garrido was up there fucking around.
So notice, ain't no Aboriginal.
So these people,
this shit. Yeah.
Nah, I bet you that they'll take the headline and try to run with it.
Eventually.
Yeah, when you said Californians, I thought it was gonna be pseudo because I started thinking of that Queen Califia shit.
But nah, you can look it up. It's published in the NBC News. But all of these black people, yeah, they ain't shunning their history. These motherfuckers were slaves, yo. They were black slaves.
Mm-hmm.
They
But
migrated.
look at the story. These people, they worked their ass off. They was able to obtain property.
Yep, and then they had it hijacked as usual.
Wasn't Tariq Nasheed talking about? I think he spoke on them. I mean, he's pseudo too, but he bad a little bit.
I don't know. You would expect to hear some shit like that come from his mouth, since he's in California. That's something that he could lead with, right? To charge his base and to inspire people to look further into the shit. But if he can't manipulate it to make it mean whatever the fuck he needed to mean, then it's irrelevant. And plus,
like that Piso,
I wouldn't even want him associated with what the fuck I'm trying to do.
Like he was talking about the black, so-called black founder of LA, Pisco Piso or whatever. Brandon he was showing the guy's channel that was doing the interview how he walked in Tariq Nasheed museum and how pseudo it was. and he always talked about this guy Piso or Pisco or something that was the black founder, but he was like, I think he was like 1/4, like his mother was maybe like a mulatto or a quadroon or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Who
But he
said that?
wasn't like
E&J.
he wasn't like no full-blooded like black. He wasn't no full-blooded black person or whatever. But like Tariq, what he'd do, he'd run like, yeah, you know, it was founded by a black family. He didn't talk about the first black president of Mexico. You know
Hey
what I'm
man, you
saying?
be listening to everybody, bro. I commend you for that, for that, because I ain't got the patience.
Oh man, yo,
I would have lost my mind. You be listening to everybody. They go back to your roots though. That you know what I mean. How you came into the community.
Pseudo. I liked it because he was roasted. I discovered him because Tommy Sotomayor kept talking about this dude. And I'm like, who is this dude? And I went on there. You know what I'm saying? And this is me first coming around the whole YouTube
Sotomayor too.
Yeah, I was just like clicking because his shit kept coming up. This is when I first started getting into YouTube. So all these cats, I wasn't into them, right? But they were like these personalities. So this guy kept talking about Tariq Nasheed, like the moist Mac Daddy, whatever. Like, what's this dude? And so I tapped into him, and he was roasting dudes. I thought, oh, this nigga funny. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, he be having jokes.
Yeah, but he was straight up pseudo. You know what I'm saying? Like the only thing I watched of Tariq's was 1804, right? That's probably the most least pseudo thing he'd have had. You know what I'm saying? And he threw pseudo shit in there too. But like all that Hidden Colors, I didn't watch any of that Hidden Colors shit.
You got a lot of pseudo. We got a lot of pseudo people on guests. A lot of pseudo guests on that shit.
Yeah, man. And these like elders, you're like, yeah, I mean, the elder cool, but you know, god damn.
That's
man.
how you get the cosign. You know,
Yeah. Tariq, I don't know. He's a real divisionary.
He's an entertainer,
I don't like the
man.
fact. He's an entertainer. I don't like the fact that he acknowledges the Africans came over here, but doesn't acknowledge like the domestic slave trade, which would account for us being the same as these Jamaicans or Haitians or any other black people in the diaspora in the Western Hemisphere that he has a problem with. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because there's no difference with us. It's just a different style.
That's all it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why
I don't like how he tries to divide us like there's somebody different than us. Like, no.
Because I mean, if you're going to play that game, I mean, then we might as well start up East Coast, West Coast beefs.
Mm-hmm.
Shorty kicks shorty ass, Rob Moore.
Or North and South. Oh, that's Rob Moore. Peace, Rob Moore.
Yeah, Rob Moore.
Peace.
Word.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, I don't like that about
division, bro. Like them FBA folks, man, they be talking like he be having some lunatics amongst them. They be talking about like being violent with motherfuckers and shit. And I'm like, even cats that I never like, and this is the thing. This is how much people are like trend followers on YouTube. When he was talking about Africa, right? Like, yo, man, Africa this, Africa that, like on the good terms. People were rocking with him, right? They like, yeah, man, we all black. You know, Moors was everywhere, even in Africa, blah, 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 blah. Soon as this nigga was like listening to Yvette Carnell in them with the ADOS and started talking about Africans and FBA, people completely changed their tune. It's like these niggas had a battery in their back. And I'm like, it's amazing how much people can follow, like have this influence on somebody and follow these people on the internet. Like these internet niggas, this nigga don't go outside. This nigga on the internet. But he can put a battery in your back and just check whatever he's thinking, right? Whatever he thinking, he can have you thinking and shit like that. Because you think this nigga funny, he tell jokes or whatever. And I'm like, just 2 years ago, he was just talking about how great Zimbabwe was and shit. And talking about the revolutionary dude in South Africa and all that shit. And Sentinel Island. Now this nigga hate every foreigner, especially black foreigners. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, the last thing you need to do in a democratic country is delineate. That shit is stupid as fuck.
As fuck. It's nuts, man.
We only make up 13% of the population. I mean, you want to cut down the numbers even more? don't even make fucking sense.
Yeah, and it's like, when you go to places like New York, right? Like he talk about hip hop or whatever. I'm like, yeah, bro, you gonna have all type of black people who have an influence on hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he on the West Coast, right? But it's like, yo, you got to understand how the East Coast is set up, man. Like New York and all these places, man. It's like it's not just one demographic of black folks there. You got black folks from the islands, different places that's there, but they became the bulk of black folks. You know what I'm saying? Like when we seen like Heavy D and cats like that, like Heavy D, Jamaican, right? But when we looked at him as one of us. We didn't look at this nigga like as a non-FBA. We looked at Heavy D as Heavy D, like, yo, yeah, he one of the people. You feel me?
Hey,
Everybody
yo,
was rocking that.
them new terms is corny as shit, yo. What the fuck? Shit. Fucking cops pull you over. They ain't gonna be asking you none of that shit.
Hey, one group he don't talk about though, Tyree. He don't talk about them damn Samoans in Cali, like them Samoan Crips and Bloods, because they'll come holler at him and shit. Them big ass Samoan dudes. So he never talk about them dudes and shit. He might come at
I
the
agree with
Mexicans.
that. My bad. Go ahead. They talking about the fight tonight. That girl whooped that other girl ass.
Oh shit. I missed it.
Yeah, you was on the panel, yo. Trying to be Abo.
Oh man, no, them niggas, man. No, they say I'm banned for 30 days because I lost the Ling Ling, man.
Yo, but listen, Cass, even with that, like, okay, you did a debate, right? You said you was at work, you couldn't show no sources, but Ling Ling didn't show no sources neither. He's showing some shit.
You did a debate on Abo Power Channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was some shit I didn't take it serious. They wanted like, yeah, man, because he what he would do is he would call me and he'd be live, talking to me on the phone, recording me and shit like that, saying I ran from a debate. I've been busy, you know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of shit behind the scenes been going on, bro. Like I ain't talked to everybody about like little shit I gotta handle, this is that, right? So I'm like, all right, I'll do it. And I ain't really care. I didn't Ling Ling. So Ling Ling, this nigga, he's showing stuff from what was he showing? I'm about to say Walter Plecker. Melville Herkovitz, right? And when he's quoting from Melville Herkovitz's book, which it's a lot of stuff he could have quoted that, Melville Herkovitz has some good information on, but he quoted something like for the Loire. And he's about the Loire in Haiti, like, yo, this could mean this, or this. And I'm like, yo, bro, you didn't show anything that was a definite. It's just not Walker Plecker, Melville Herkovitz saying, hey, this word could come from French, it could come from this language, it could come from Yoruba. So what the hell are you saying? Then he wouldn't have said Ashe is Cherokee for musty or some shit like that. So
Nah, he crazy. Yo, Rob on.
Yeah.
I mean, I already know it's like silly shit, but the niggas ain't even got no argument. They want to argue dumb ass old shit that's already been argued before, And they keep creating new shit. And it's sad, but it is what it is, And they just, you try to make them watch our channel, not a coincidence channel. You know what I mean? Just kind of deal with the information that's already been taken care of, but they just be running from it, yo.
Yeah, but we gotta have these channels up because now we fight for the minds of our youth. So when I go tell elders this, man, like that was in the community, like, yo, it's cats telling people not to do this, not to hold your vote, not to vote local, like cats for telling niggas that's not ever voted ever, you know what I'm saying, in the election or whatnot. Like I'm like, it's all type of pseudo shit going on, and elders like, yo, man, all the shit we done fucking fought for, and these niggas on YouTube saying this, like, what the fuck?
Was that
Peace
Rob?
to the God.
Peace.
What's good, bro?
Yeah, it was good, man. You stepping into the lion's den now, huh? Yeah. Welcome to the lion's den. I was doing that shit like 5-6 years ago. I remember when I discovered them motherfuckers. I was like, Danny, there's some dudes over here that saying, yo, man, come on, man. They always, Rob Bourne, you just starting shit. I'm like, nah, son. I don't think you know what's going on. And this is the when they was starting they all wanted to be like Sarnetta. That it started with like regular conversations, and then I ran into Cheap Holiday, and I'm like, who's this dude? And I'm like, wait a minute, there's a whole group of these people? Wait a minute, there's another side of YouTube? I said, oh, hold on. So then I just
Rob Bourne, the one that watching Rob Bourne is how I found him.
Yeah, and I just started going over there, and I was like, yo, fam, I'm telling you, son, one of these dudes is gonna emerge. And then, boom, Dane Calloway pop up. I said,
shit.
I mean, so yeah, that should be funny. That I used to do that shit by myself though. It'd be like 15 of them niggas. I'd be in that shit. They'd be like, Rob Bourne, you're fucking.
They love using your name, yo.
Yeah, son. I'm like, you a pair book because I've been talking to these niggas for so long, son, that me, Danny, all of us, we made them change their arguments. They don't even say that people wasn't called African no more. That was their major shit. Like no one used the name African.
But Ross, some of them not for the main, most of them don't, but some of them hold on to that. Like Chief Holiday still be saying that shit.
Yeah, but he's a special scam artist though.
That's a fact. He's special. Yeah,
like he done stole that girl $500. Like he can't even. I don't even know how they let him. I don't let him know. Yeah, this girl named Truth Hurts. What was her name?
Are you talking about him or you talking about Ab TV? Because remember they
no. I'm talking about Chief Holiday.
Nah, it's Chief Holiday, yo.
Her name was Truthfully
Hold on,
Honest.
so how he calling people out and he doing like
son, there's a whole history behind. So Truthfully Honest used to open up to him, and then we had our brother Amadi. Amadi used to originally have him on his channel, and I was like, yo, why you be talking to this dude? He was like, man, this shit entertainment, and I was like, all right, boom, and then that happened. And then he had those other two girls on there. What was her name? Queen Empress and some other girl. This is
Hogard or something.
Yeah, Hobart. Okay. That chick right there, she got her little car, but she got locked up doing fake EBT and all this other wild shit. Got her on the list. The other girl that they be with, this chick made a fake tribe. She got locked up. Bro, I got all these dudes shit. So I just be laughing. So I be like, yo, son, y'all, I left y'all alone for a couple of years. Yo, I know.
So how is he calling people out then, bro? Like, they trying to call
you just gotta go in the archives, bro. It's there, son. Like, if I look into what they turn Google Hangouts into Meet, if I look into that, I can find all of that shit. Or all the archives, we got all of that. But it's a scam, son. Like, let's just be for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know, son. And the smartest one out of all of them that's hustling all of them is Bottom Kid. I call him Bottom Kid.
Top cat.
Yeah, Bottom Kid. He's the smartest.
He got his shit on point, like his grandma, his great grandma. He got they got a DNA test. His auntie took a DNA
but his channel, he running the channel up.
Bro,
that's
the dude be on live for like 13 hours a day. I ain't fucking with him. Listen. This nigga ain't never show his genealogy. Don't let these niggas lie to you, homie. When you ever saw this nigga pull that shit up on the screen?
Never.
Nah, we know.
Bro, we was on where Khalil at? Khalil was on Clubhouse with us, bro. We had a real Cherokee Freeman dude in our thing.
Nigga beat him up, yo.
Nigga changed his whole name, son. The
nigga
said he was the John Hope Franklin nigga. I said, yo, how you related to John Hope Franklin? He don't say none of that shit you saying, my nigga.
Don't say that shit no more.
So then
look, I was just saying that the other day because I pressed him about the John Hope Franklin shit a couple times.
I'm gonna play the video, bro. I'm gonna play the video.
I know. Listen, I know some of the shit you talking about because I was literally watching the shit as it happening. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like I know exactly what you talking about.
No, on Clubhouse.
No, Clubhouse. I was there a couple times, bro. I'm telling you, but not for the Freeman shit. But I know he don't talk about. You don't talk about John Hope Franklin no more, or Buck
because
Hope
of
Franklin.
him though. It's because
got you.
Yeah. That's why he changed it. So like I'm saying, these dudes once you catch them, they change up. So it's like they like chameleons. They scam artists, bro. I mean,
but say his people come out of Louisiana. He don't say that shit.
Yeah, now he's Seminole, all this other shit.
Nah, his people come out of Alabama now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He changed it because he used to say
Yesterday, he said, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? The nigga told us.
Remember, I kept playing the part with the shit from when he was on Sarnetta talking about his African grandmother, and then you and him was talking about you and him was going back and forth. He don't mention Louisiana no more, but on Sarnetta shit he mentions Louisiana and all that.
That's when him and Aboriginal where they used to be beefing at, when him and AP was beefing because Top Cats wasn't with the Morris document input. Yeah.
Yeah, I like them though, bro, because I like putting them against each other. I say, hey, Bottom Kitten, you know that Aboriginal Power is the king of the Aboriginals now. He came to come debate. You've been running for 3 years, son. He's like, yo, man, get on my channel with that shit. Nah, nigga.
Yo, AP couldn't stand Top Cats for a long time, bro. He
They
got
still
A1 went over there and made it better.
They still fighting for the #1 spot, bro.
Yeah,
I just
A1
don't know
still
who
over
these
there.
people are, bro.
A1 said 200,000-year-old motherfucking abos.
That was
he
AP.
crazy, bro.
That was Aboriginal Power said that.
Yeah, but shout out to y'all for keeping up the fight, man. Not a coincidence. I see you in the building. Shawn, I don't know why you like this shit now. You supposed to been jump in the fight, nigga.
Nah, he here now. He here now.
Yeah, I'm fighting.
I got him in it now, man.
It was Shawn's head. It went your head, Shawn.
It's all not a coincidence fault,
growing, and I don't understand how it's growing.
Yo, Rob Boy, you started this shit though.
He did, yeah, he did. He
started this shit
all time.
Bro, I ain't started that. I just like I don't know. I can't say I started it. I'm just saying we seen it before. It was just different. Like Ali and Muhammad was doing it.
Yeah, I seen it with the Moors. I seen it with the Moors first saying this shit.
Not really him, but I'm just talking about like people who was on that shit. Like
No,
Ali
I
Muhammad.
seen it personally. I seen it like with the Moor about like 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
They
had that like I think that really depends on where you live at. Like if you in them areas over there, you see that. And then Quincy Hoyt, that nigga, Six Fingers, that nigga was on that shit.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Man.
Yeah, he been around for a while. And I just happened to run across them niggas, bro. And I was like, oh, y'all serious about this shit, huh? You know fucking advocates. I was like, oh, all right, nigga. I said, I wish I could find this girl, man. She shut her channel down, man, because of this cheap holiday nigga. It's like her name was Truthfully Honest, bro, like that singer. Yo, my nigga, that's the first time nigga Danny turned up, my nigga. I introduced that nigga to them Aboriginals. Yo, that nigga said, what the fuck you just say? That nigga down, here's the book right here, nigga. Here's the source right there. That nigga Chiefs look sound like he's catching the exorcism, my nigga.
Yo.
It's a damn stayed the same though the whole time though. Y'all argue with him. Never be cool. He be cool.
Nah. They got Seneb. They got Seneb too.
We got Seneb too.
Oh yeah, we got him
on Clubhouse, yo.
Because I brought these niggas to Clubhouse because I was I was trying to figure out where they getting these people from. I didn't know where they was getting. I'm like, yo, where they getting these young people from? So I was looking at Clubhouse. I said, yo, what the fuck is this shit? I said, oh, that's where these niggas at. Yo, Danny, Seneb, everybody, we moving over here. We gonna find these niggas. We gonna snip these niggas out. And then I just met a whole bunch of fucking people and professors. They was arguing with the ADOS niggas. I'm like, man, fuck ADOS. Them niggas is corny. These the niggas I want right here. These the niggas
ADOS,
right here.
Shit. Tariq Nasheed, that nigga shut down the ADOS with the FBA shit.
Nah, son. Them niggas is deep on Twitter space. Them niggas is deep on cut. It's mad at them niggas, bro. Them niggas is like Aboriginals, bro.
Yeah.
Who, the ADOS or the FBA niggas?
ADOS.
Man, the FBA niggas don't be on there. Them niggas just they don't go on there. They don't come outside. Them ADOS niggas, they don't follow event. So all of them broke off from the shit, but they just call themselves ADOS. Them niggas, yo, son, them niggas was calling me a monkey yesterday. They called me a monkey. They said, yeah, come here, Bob Bourne. Come talk that African shit. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk that. Yup. Gorillas up, nigga. You sound like the white man. Yeah, what you want to talk to me about? And they just want to talk. I don't know why they want to talk to me for, bro. This shit is weird. I'm like, yo, how y'all niggas the same?
Say your name every day.
They be
And I
trying
don't
to beat
even
up
be
them
on
West
this shit
Africans
every day.
too.
Them niggas be mad, but and
Hey,
bottom,
bro.
I can't even fuck with bottom kid now. He violated. This nigga went to my Instagram. Know that my shit is all personal training. He like, yo, nigga came on Clubhouse, Khalil. Yo, you got mad white people in you. Oh yeah, nigga, now you fucked up. Now
Are
I'm
you
not
serious?
fucking with you. Yeah, he did that, son. So he called me on the phone, and I was like, we talked about the debate, and I said, yo, son, all right, we gonna work it out. Fuck it, we just do it ourselves. I got you. We gonna do it. So that's why you see me and him going back, because we talk. Yo, I don't care what you say, nigga. You's an intellectual scammer, nigga. I'm saying that. So we was in this big ass room, and I'm in the room, and he came in there, and then that nigga started talking, and I was like, yeah, we going back and forth. We promoting the debate. So I'm gonna drag the shit out your bitch ass, nigga. You can keep talking about you beat me because my computer broke. You can say that shit all you want, nigga. Whatever, nigga. I offered you $1,000 when 3,000 people was watching, nigga, and I said I'm gonna PayPal you right now. If I didn't do that right, you could have called my bluff right there, nigga. Over, I born bluffing. I would have gave it to you. But now that you want to talk about it, see that's the shit that make you stay away. And then what made me realize it, Khalil, he grabbed a picture that I don't have online. I don't be posting a lot of pictures. It's just my workout shit. But because I put it on Instagram,
You do.
it will go to my Facebook. But it's not me posting on Facebook. It just goes there. So he went somewhere. I'm like, how this nigga find my Instagram, Pete? And he took a picture up of it. You are like, oh, this nigga over here. Because he mad because I called him what he said. I said, yo, what you do in real life, my nigga? What do you do? Nigga said, I sell dope. You sell dope. That's what you do. Yeah, man. I couldn't call you because I was catching the lick. I said, oh, you catching the lick? Yo, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Yo, we got guns over here in Texas, man. I put niggas under the ground. So you put niggas under the ground and you sell dope. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You's a scam artist, nigga. So now I don't want to talk to him no more, Khalil. I'm done with him. He fucked up when he did that, son. He done.
He be running anyway.
Nah, it's just it's a money grab, man.
Yeah,
that's all it is. That's why I tell him it's a money grab. He got me blocked. I can't even go on. I can't even go
never
on the
talked to
stream,
this
y'all.
dude before. This dude, have I ever talked to him? Yeah.
Yeah, but they want you now. They want you now. Bottom Kitten was over there. I heard him. He was like, yeah, that's Shawn. They be looking at him like he the big hoe. I don't know who that nigga is. He's some mossy nigga. Yeah. And all the mother niggas over there. But yeah, yo, Aboriginal Power, man. I don't like how he did you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really feeling that, brother. Like, I don't like how he did you. You gonna have to rectify that, man. You gonna have to give Shawn the fade, bro. That's why he probably came over here.
No, they trying to stick together.
They talking about when I called them out on the methodology shit. Not a coincidence.
I don't know what they talking about because I can't keep up, bro. The shit, come on, bro. That
short,
13-hour videos.
Your short be cursing about. That's why
he told us how he substantiated, how he qualified himself as an Aboriginal, how he authenticated and verified it. I said, what research model did you use to prove that you were an Aboriginal? What were the tools that you used? He said he didn't know what I meant. So I said, what was your research approach? Was it qualitative or quantitative? This fool said quantitative. I said, how the fuck did you use a quantitative approach to prove that you're an Aboriginal? You don't even know what the fuck you talking about, bro. Like, I mean, he didn't. I said, how some numbers gonna prove that you're an Aboriginal?
He just picked one. That's all.
Yeah. My debate with him was so bad. Garfield was like, yo, please don't show this debate. Nobody's going to want to. He said, nobody's going to want to debate no more. He said, don't show it.
That shit
was
nothing else.
They using that as an excuse, though. Look, they're saying that y'all don't want to show it because he did you so bad.
Nah,
even though I was there.
Everybody who paid for that shit,
I was there.
I ain't even know what to say, bro. The first round,
I know.
didn't even have a rebuttal.
Rob on, I was there. I know. Yeah. It was 3-0. Easy.
It was just bad, son. Like, we trying to put it like this, son. I ain't debating nobody now no more unless I'm making some money off it, bro. I'm just being real with you, my nigga. I done wasted 6, 7, 8 years doing this shit, bro. This shit like getting your way. You gotta read shit
but
like this.
your name. Your name calls for that, though. Your name calls for that, especially
I'm not
on these topics. Your name definitely calls for that.
I'm not doing that. I'm saying so.
Nah,
like
you
for
shouldn't.
me now,
You shouldn't.
I'm not like so for them. And now it's to the point. Shawn could tell you this. It don't matter who you debate. You can't win a debate, bro. Because no debate in the conscious community is set up for you to win. The moment you debate somebody, they're gonna jump off and be like, I just killed Shawn. And you be like, how? The nigga will just show his part of where he put up there, and then that's it.
I just had 2 debates in the last couple months. I had a debate with A1 and with Aboriginal Power. Right? I beat both of them. I know. But with A1, when it went to the polls, he won. With Aboriginal Power went to the polls. And both of them are on their channel, mind you. But with Aboriginal Power, I got like 40% of the vote.
But why won't they do it on? Why won't they do it on like SideNet or like a even
Because
platform?
they don't want to leave the vacuum. But we don't even have to do it on SideNet. I don't know SideNet like that to be going over to this platform. But they don't want to leave their echo chamber. But
because my thing is, I'm like, let it eat. I mean, because they can bring. I'm like, even when you go on another platform, like one thing I say about the Aboriginals, they bring the people, right? You see all them feathers and bow and arrows and the in the chat, bro.
That shit straight internet.
Hey.
That shit does not exist nowhere else, yo.
Yo, they went on Killer Priest channel, bro, and all you seen was bow and arrows in the chat. Bow and arrows and fire. And I'm like, yo, they a movement. I'm like, yo, they moving harder than the Hebrew Israelites.
On the internet.
Nah, man.
It's only on the internet.
It's only on the internet, man. Go outside.
It is.
Yo, them niggas ain't organized like it was an IUIC. Huh? They ain't organized like them niggas. The IU was the IUIC, the purple Hebrew Israelite dude.
Yeah,
not like
but
that.
you gotta remember the Aboriginal community, they don't have a doctrine. So they don't have a history, they don't have a doctrine, they don't have everything is on the fly.
Yo, their whole doctrine is anti-African, anti-black shit. They can't talk about none of their shit for longer than 10 minutes. Because they don't have no archives, no database.
That's why when you ask them who their people are,
nothing. It's all anti-African rhetoric.
When you ask them who their people are, they can't identify a group.
Right. And
they
now
can't identify a social movement, nothing.
Right. And that's what I'm saying now. Now it's to the point where I just be real simple with them, bro. I'll be like, yo, son, all that could be true. My nigga, where is the historical lineage of any of this? Who questioned the slave trade back then? Who said that they were not that this is some kind of lie that they didn't talk about everybody that was lying on them. You got black people. You got black people talking about science. Them niggas looking at craniometry. Them niggas using everything to debunk everything that's bad about them. Them niggas argue amongst each other. They talk about what they should call themselves. And even when they have that debate, my nigga, they never say nothing. None of this. And my favorite newspaper is that Afro Baltimore shit. That 1932 poll, nigga. Them niggas said, we going to settle this once and for all. What should we shall call ourselves? Yo, my nigga, that shit had Asiatic on it. I said, Asiatic black man in there. That nigga only got 2 votes though.
Yo, Bob, I seen when you put that out, and that shit went on for a couple weeks. I remember, I looked at that shit hard,
weeks, bro. That shit was crazy, bro.
And I think it was one person that said it was something like Original American.
Yeah, I can't find it.
I couldn't find it in the actual article either because I looked for it. But it was on the the scorecard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is in there. But you saw that everybody had to write a telegraph of why they pick what they. It's too many, and them shit is so small. So I was like, okay, I read all the colored ones. I read all the Negro ones. I ain't even find the people who said Asiatic or why. I didn't see that either, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Nah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, so I probably got to go back in there.
So what it is, I don't know if the people know what it is. It's regular people writing in on. It's a contest on what should black people call themselves, and they're giving the reasons why. A little short, couple sentences. You know,
That
and a
that shit was enlightening though. I ain't gonna
yeah, a
hold
lot
you,
of people's like, yo, we should be black, we should be colored, we should be whatever. But for the most part, we
Negro
know
Yeah.
we know that we always knew we came from Africa, but they saying it back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it should be Negro because Negroes come from Africa, XYZ.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
not a coincidence, read that shit. I found that shit. Danny was like, "Where'd you get that from?"
Oh, not bro. I was watching
Danny,
y'all. I seen that shit.
Danny
Danny
was
like,
like,
I
"You
ain't gonna
told me."
front. Danny, like if Danny is the one that got me on the newspapers, true story.
That
That's why
newspaper shit crazy.
I ever since I seen that shit like 5 years ago, I got my newspaper subscription since then. And right now I got almost 900 clippings myself.
That's dope, bro.
Danny got mad clippings, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
myself, I done clipped about 900. I know his shit is stupid, but that's where I get that.
File for every state.
Oh, that's why.
But that's where I get that from, though. I ain't gonna
can't
cap.
get a newspaper like A1.
Yeah,
like,
they call me.
Collect newspaper clippings.
They call me not a newspaper.
Yeah, yo, that's what's up. The other one, the other newspaper one is the newspaper archive, because that's where I got that. So you see how they got them black newspapers like the Chicago Defender. That shit ain't in that that newspaper.com. You gotta go.
Yeah, there's different databases. That's a fact. Word.
Yeah, son. And then I found some other shit, my nigga. Woo! Yo, bro. This is the ultimate shit. Y'all niggas is on it. Yo, grab this, son. Go to Readex. READX. READEX. That's the major African newspaper shit. They got a whole new site, nigga. African American writings from 1560, nigga. Primaries, all in that motherfucker. Yeah, Readex. Yeah, Readex. READX. Yeah, son. Just put African newspapers in there and you'll see the project. And it's a project that it got from 1560. All African American niggas writing, nigga.
Yeah, I see it right here.
Niggas gonna have a problem.
Hey, yo, the funny shit is they just started. They just I gotta get up in a few. I'm gonna tap out, y'all. I'm gonna
all right.
So they don't. Peace.
Who's that? Who said they tapping out?
King Cass. It's King Cass.
All right, King Cass. Yeah, man. Yo, y'all niggas keep it up. I've been peeping over there now. I've been seeing some shit. I said, let me watch this a little bit. I said, okay, get them niggas.
I seen you, bro. Appreciate that. I seen the comment.
Yo,
definitely appreciate that.
I thought Shawn was just trolling for me. I'm like, Shawn ain't really fighting these niggas, man. I said, Shawn fighting these niggas.
Shawn on it.
Nah, Shawn, get on them niggas, bro. Like, go at them niggas head first, bro. Take off heads, because them niggas is fucking nuts, man.
Yeah, but this is what I used to do. So when I see them live, I look at their video and I see what they be talking about, and then I'll just grab like 10 sources and I'll just draw out. And then this is something that I kind of went away from. I realized, yo, you cannot talk to these niggas unless you're in front of your computer, bro.
Yeah.
Or
that's how they got me. I wasn't in front of my computer.
Because they jump around.
Everything I said was a lie.
Yeah, if you're not on Zoom, and you're not in front of your computer,
don't waste your time.
Don't. And I learned that from that Dane Calloway shit when I ran across that bitch nigga when he was saying no Africans was in West Africa in the 1500s. Some dumb shit this nigga said. I'm like, bro. I'm like, yo, this nigga just saying shit. And I'm like, yo, what you get? University Archive of Paris, nigga? What the fuck?
Yeah, they just make up shit. That should be hilarious.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro.
Top Cats be doing the same shit too. He do the same exact shit. That motherfucker.
Nah, but Rob on right. You gotta be ready to show your shit right then and there if they allow you.
So if y'all do that, that's just something I used to do. So I would see them. I don't care if it's 10 of them on there. I come in. Yeah, Rob, bring that stinking African up there. I'm like, yeah, the stinking African is here. I'm here now. Yo, what's that shit you just said though right there 5 minutes ago? What's up with that? They be like, oh, what you want to talk? Yeah, let's talk about it. Good. Yo, share my screen, nigga. And then them niggas start crying. No, man, this is some bullshit. Yeah, I know what it is.
It's fake. That's what they tell you is fake.
It's the white man shit. I said, nigga, you talking the white man shit because this is how simple you get them. There is no black people in history that ever said the shit you saying.
Ever.
That's
just That's a fact.
The only people that say the shit you say right now, and it's so crazy, not even the white man says it, but he says the shit that, oh, fuck them Africans, go back to Africa, this African history. Yo, my nigga, if the colonizer gave us this history, like you said, why did black people have to fight to get the shit straight, bro? Wouldn't it just automatically be like, yeah, nigga, no, that didn't happen that way. So it's like these niggas is retarded, and now the CIA is the ones who gave us African Americans.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They
Yo, he
said
said
that
that shit
they
in the
started saying
debate.
that
I
after
was
one of the
crying my
debates.
ass
Was it you? Not a coincidence. Was it you, Rob Bourne? It was one of y'all. They
Nah,
started
it was
saying that
probably
after y'all like pissed them off. Y'all pissed off AP. Whoever debated AP, that nigga went on a full like binge about the CIA and.
Oh, he did that with Rob Bourne
That was
too.
Rob Bourne's
You talking
debate.
That was
about
Rob
a
Bourne.
couple
So
lives
whatever
after?
debate,
Yeah.
yeah,
A
whatever
couple lives
debate.
after, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he got that bullshit PDF that's up there, and this dumbass nigga didn't copy and paste to see what them organizations is, and them shits don't got nothing to do with this shit we talking about. And this nigga talk about 1901, 19 this. You showing me some? I said, yo, why y'all all use the same shit? No, hold up,
It
nigga.
wasn't even no CIA back then.
Exactly. Nope. I'm like, yo, what's that shit you just put up there with that Yamasee shit, nigga? You know I seen this shit before, right? And I know
Oh
where you got it
yeah, I
from.
know what you're talking about.
Nigga, scroll down, nigga. Why that shit say African right there, nigga?
Word.
And they all do the same shit. Like, I got a debate on my channel with A1, right?
He said it was a typo.
Every source that nigga put up there, I swear to God, son, the nigga shit, it said African. And I said, yo, why does shit say African? Nah, you see, I don't agree with that, but, you know, it's not supposed to be there. So every source that you put up to make your claim say these people are African descent, and I'm supposed to believe you over your source?
That's the one I be coming for, A1, because he's like their leader.
Yeah, but he's the dumbest one.
I catch him with the exactly. Yo, Rob Bourne, the same shit you talking about is the shit I catch him with. His sources. Like you see my shit, it says Abels died their source. That's because of A1.
Yeah,
everything he uses is wrong.
And you gotta remember what he is. He is a Nuwapian Moor, my nigga.
Yeah.
You gotta remember that when you're talking to this idiot.
And they studied Madame Blavatsky. I caught him on him in Hawk School. I was like, bro, y'all quoting Madame Blavatsky. And then they started like, yeah, so what? We quote Madame Blavatsky. She got some shit in there. I'm like, she also think you niggas the inferior root racists too, nigga, because I read the book. So what the fuck is you talking about?
And they still on that AOO shit. I'm like, yo, niggas been told about that shit the moment it came out, nigga. You're dead on that, nigga. Get out of here. Not even the Wikipedia can save you.
Yo, but listen, even the family members, they say like one of the family, I think her name is Jacqueline Adams, one of the descendants of Albert Perry. She's the one that's like running all the research on the family and shit. She understands that they come from Africa. She talks about it. Like, so I don't. It makes no sense because they talk about what the family say, what the family say. We got this lady who's doing their genealogy and says they come from Africa.
And you should have saw when Horace Butler came on motherfucking Clubhouse.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hope you smashed Horace Butler. He blocked me, bro. He blocked me on
That's crazy.
On Facebook.
Yeah, I got that nigga ass real fast up out of there because he was in an Aboriginal room. He thought he was. I see, yo, what's this shit you talking about? This dude is.
Wait, hold on. Was he in the room with? It was a room Topcats was in, and he had
Yep.
I think I came in there right when he was leaving, and they try to act like you was being disrespectful or something.
To the elder, they kept saying.
I think I caught the end of that shit.
He couldn't take that. That's the nigga when Shawn proved Farrell Tahako was born in here, but buried in America, nigga. Where you get that from? This nigga, you don't have my book. Yeah, I did. I bought it. I can show you proof I bought that bullshit.
Yeah, they was actually
like shit to me about that damn book.
He was actually like, what pages and shit. I remember that shit.
Yeah, I was like, yo, dog, listen,
I was
bro.
there.
I'm like, yo, I'm not even in my house, bro. I can screenshot my Amazon and show you I bought your book, my nigga. I got it, my nigga. I'm saying you got 2 pages of sources in there, and in those pages of sources, you keep referring to something called the Ancient Mystery Set. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I remember that. You was asking to show that, like, yeah.
Nigga was mad.
He said he had access to some magic books that when he went over there, they brought it to him, so he got to read it. He was in some secret chamber or some dumb shit.
full of fucking shit.
Yeah,
nigga.
Rob Bourne, he was on his ass. He couldn't do nothing with you.
Yeah, I like having fun with them niggas, but they just looking for a bag, son. All this.
Yo, I get
be
tired
real.
of them with that elder shit because they do that shit with Alabama. Alabama will come and try to overtalk you. I'm like, look,
who's that?
Yeah,
Who's that?
some
Who's that?
old dude. He was on Sarnetta when the Apples is up there, but he said the 13th Amendment. I think he said 12th or 20th section. That's what he said. He said that. So that we know I think there's only 2 sections in the 13th Amendment.
Thank you, man.
He said he was talking about that. That's where it talks about the Aboriginal. Some crazy shit he was saying, but he mentioned on Sarnetta a 12th or you know what I'm saying, a 12th section of the 13th Amendment. Like,
yo, is that dude with that real deep voice?
Yeah,
he talked like the dude off of The Office, that black dude off The
He's
Office.
straight look African. What the hell is he talking about?
Straight.
Yo, if you look at all of them niggas,
the fuck is wrong with him?
Them niggas look like they all come from the Congo, bro.
I know that's what I'm trying to understand. I mean, like y'all niggas don't.
Especially Chief Holiday ass, bro.
Yeah, word, son. He looked like he.
Yeah, Chief was straight African.
Yo, I be wanting to stick and get a DNA
That
test.
shit
real
crazy.
quick.
Hey, they over there beefing with what's the Lenape dude? They beefing with him now and shit.
Oh, Turtle Gang.
Turtle Gang, yeah, because they don't like put a half naked.
Nah, you know what it is? Because they did that before, but he showed a video of me talking about the Shinnecock, right? Because A1 kept trying to say like the Shinnecock is Negroes and ODB is he's Shinnecock, but when you go to ODB's family, they say one of his grandparents
It's
was
only
supposed
one
to
of
be
it's just
Shinnecock.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that don't even mean that he's 100% Native American either. That just means he just belongs to that nation. I can show you plenty of black people who are
not
part of that
to go
nation.
into this. I'm telling you, I don't know which one of y'all gonna do it because they don't see it coming. But you or Shawn, any one of them, when them niggas start talking to you about that genealogy shit, my nigga, make them show it to you, bro. Tell them, yo, show me your genealogy. Make
Shawn,
them show you that shit.
Nah, we be trying to, because I be showing them shit in my shit. I show them shit in my shit to break the ice.
Bro,
like,
I showed them my shit going back to Adir the Adir
Rob on, there's a
Indian
trend.
slave trader.
There's a trend. It's called "Did you graduate high school?" every last one of the motherfuckers we talk to,
we ain't seen it.
They ain't graduated. They ain't got no compensity, no type of follow up.
Well, Indigenous 57, he still got to show you them.
He got 2 degrees.
Oh, yeah, that nigga said
from where?
Hey, it's so funny because when you get him going, he'll be going for an hour about nothing.
No, not Penn.
Clyde Winters University.
Yeah, that's what I said. But
I don't even think
William and
Penn.
That's what he said. William and Penn or some.
Oh, he did say William and Penn. He was playing football or some shit.
William and Penn. The fuck ain't no way. Fuck out of here.
These niggas is crazy. First of all, he don't talk fast enough to go to William and Penn. He talks slow as fuck. It take him forever to get a sentence out.
Yeah, he hate me. I just did it when I was just on the show. He was up here talking shit about me. I said, "Hey, yo, you gonna show us some 2 degrees?" He said, "Look, man, I told you." So everybody talking. He's still talking, trying to explain. I'm like, bro, just pull the 2 degrees up, show them on the screen. That's all you got to do. We don't hear none of that talking. Then they put me off the panel.
Well, yeah, one thing, I've been around the Apples for years. I ain't seen them like really talk about genealogy. And when they did, is when Sister Bethy did Smoke Signal's genealogy, and they came back to a white slave owner and a black woman. Oh, where you been at? I show that shit all the time. Shawn, Smoke Signal. Yeah. He got a white enslaved, white slave owner and a black woman he descended from. Yeah, Sister Bethy did this shit.
Bethy is a lion ass.
But check it out. Check it out. We know Sister Bethy, she ain't doing shit right. But this was done within their community live. And this is what they're showing live. You get what I'm saying, Rob?
Right.
They're showing this live. So we ain't even gonna say Sister Bethy is doing a good job. This is the Abo genealogist. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we gonna go with what she's saying.
According to that expert.
Exactly. And that expert showed a white man and a black woman that you come from. And one was a slave owner and one was a slave. These are the records we seen. So
and he was denying that shit.
Yeah,
Yo,
like
Rapon, who was that person we was online? We got him to pull his shit up, and that shit was simple white people on that shit.
I forgot. It was a
you know what I'm talking about,
niggas,
right?
Bro, it was too many of them niggas, bro.
They
still on there now, bro. Them niggas had a room for 10 days going straight, bro.
That's
right now, Khalil.
Nah, I seen that shit. I was in there. I ain't fucking with them. Them niggas is stupid as fuck, man. You can't talk to them dudes, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Make them niggas show you that shit and press that button, nigga. I tell them niggas I got a trick for them niggas. Anybody want to talk? They don't want to talk to me about Genie. Yeah, nigga. You fucked up now. I got my shit, nigga, and I got them Africans on there, nigga. You're done. I can trace everybody back all the way through census records and motherfucking boats, nigga. You finished. Your shit is by a fucking surname, nigga. My shit from my mother to my father, going back all the way up, son. I can show these people lived in this household. This person birthed this person birthed that, and you see all these same people leading right back to me, nigga. They can't do that.
Rabon, you never thought about doing like a presentation with that?
I did, but it was more or less on some like I would just come on live and just start talking, and whatever come to my head, I just do it. Yeah. So I think I did. I gotta remember what video it is. It's not that long ago neither. I just did it actually.
Yo, the research guy trash, yo.
Oh God, please don't.
I ain't got time for that nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, but Rabon, that'll be good just to show, not even for the albums, but to show like just us. I get genealogy also, but just show us, you know what I'm saying? How you went through with it.
But yo, how did genealogy become the holy grail when that shit is documented by fucking like white people's government shit?
Man, that shit.
And that's the main thing they complain about. They talk about
they want to say white people's sources, but who did the federal census?
But yet you using government certificates, birth records, court records,
and some of those people that they hired to do them shits couldn't even read, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was crazy. So whatever they look like, they put it there.
That was part of the instructions of the people who went out there. They would go in there and be looking at them. They like, yeah, you black, and don't even know what. Don't even ask these people.
I think they're scared of the alternative, which is DNA.
What'd you say?
They're scared of the alternative, which is DNA.
But the most of like Ancestry.com has a DNA component. So the same company that you use in your trees for has the DNA component.
Nah, I agree with you. Listen, I agree.
I don't understand how that's the holy grail, because that shit is crazy. And then those databases, those are Mormon databases and government.
Exactly. I was going to say that too. Those are like if they wanted to go to freeway and do family search.
Yeah, and all of that shit was started by what is the Saints of Latter-day? What's the Church of Latter-day Saints, which is Mormon.
Yeah, facts. So.
They don't, and that's why I be tripping. They be like, "Yo, genealogy is the key." How the fuck is that the key? You don't own none of those databases.
When the white man got all the keys,
every fucking thing that you look up is a birth certificate sanctioned and validated by the state or whatever the state. Death records and the census is taken by people who don't even know who the people are when they go to this. But that's the holy grail. I make that make sense.
Yeah, keep beating them up. Fuck that. Keep on them motherfuckers' head, nigga. Catch these niggas from all angles. Fuck that. Beat them niggas up. I think the TikTok shit is that shit is crazy. I don't know how to handle that shit, bro.
Yeah, I've been hearing about TikTok a lot lately.
Yeah, you can't.
Yo, I can't. I don't know how to handle that shit. Them
you can't
niggas
do nothing about that shit, but come up with your own shit.
Yeah, them niggas is on there. Yo, they got this one kid, son. He can really rap, my nigga. This nigga did a whole rap of how he Aboriginal, my nigga.
I was like, oh shit.
I said, oh man,
was he for? He's for or with the Aboriginal? Like
he for the Aboriginals, nigga.
He's for the Aboriginals, and the shit was hard.
Yeah, the nigga can rap, bro.
Man, that'd be the bad shit. When the shit sound good.
That's gonna be the death. Somebody come out hard and they be abo, and it's gonna be hell to pay.
But you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy though? Not even AI agrees with these niggas, bro.
They can't use Microsoft shit. They can't use ChatGPT, nothing, my nigga. You
We
can't
see
even
somebody
train the
try to do
bot to
that
say
shit.
the shit you want them to say, bro. The bot ain't gonna respect you,
The
my
bot
nigga.
can't even find no sources for that shit to make a claim for. Like, that's horrible. Niggas know they making shit up.
Well, I mean, what
They
you
know
asked
it.
about? I always been here. Have I always been here?
Have African Americans always been in America? You should put
No.
that in the box. You can train the bot, bro. That's how you train the bot. It's gonna come back and be like, no, Africans came in this. We can do that shit right now, my nigga. And she gonna say no, nigga.
It's gonna say C. Dane Calloway. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, but even with all that shit's still growing, man. Like, I heard, I'm never gonna forget this shit. Like, maybe a year ago, I heard somebody call up to the Breakfast Club. Rob-on, you know what that is.
Yeah.
Sutek too. I mean, Khalil too. They called to the Breakfast Club and they was talking about some shit Dane Calloway was saying.
Yeah.
Like, and this is one of the biggest radio stations in the country. You know what I'm saying? Like,
your man Lord Jamal don't help neither.
yeah. So it's growing.
Yeah, I'm so mad that nigga's a fucking 5%. My nigga fucking tight.
Yeah. How many times they try to bring that up to you that he's a 5%?
Oh, him? Nah, they never brought that up to me. They asked me about it. Nah, they asked me about it, and I'd be like, nigga, this is my African American creative religion. Nigga, this shit was made here in America. Fuck out of here, nigga. This shit got a historical lineage, nigga. Yeah. You don't though.
Ghost
Like,
population.
my half pseudo whatever, nigga. My shit right here, nigga. Your shit ain't right here, nigga. The Hebrews got more lineage than you over here, motherfucker.
Nah, but you know what you always said though? You always said that your shit stands on show and prove, right?
Yeah.
So that's it. Anything that you say somebody has contention with, you stand on, I'm gonna show and prove it. You know what I'm saying? If I can't fuck with it. But they don't they leave that part out though.
Nah, they don't talk to me about that shit, bro. Or no, who did it? Cheap Holiday. He said, "Yo, man, your leader was he was a drug dealer. He used drugs." I was like, "Okay, anything else? Or you got a police record for that?" Last time I checked, nigga, he was getting locked. They said he was crazy. Yeah, they said all these black people was crazy. They locked up. You want to try something else? Well, I don't think he was that crazy. If the mayor of New York City was working with him, the mayor of the biggest city in the world, or one of the biggest cities, would be working with a crazy black man, huh?
Yeah,
Very interesting.
How long is that lease for, Rob?
99 years.
God damn, bro.
Word. But that's what Holiday and them do.
Find that in New York somewhere.
They want to discredit black people.
It's so crazy, bro. They want to talk about the Black Panthers, Black Liberation Army, all these people, bro. Like, bro, you don't have nothing, bro. You have nothing. So I guess, you know what I'm saying? And there's another book you should get. It's called the Encyclopedia of African American Organizations, bro.
Oh yeah, I got that.
That's that shit there, nigga. Bro, you could build off of that shit for like 10 years, bro.
Forever. There's so much shit in there. They got mad shit in there. Like organization you never heard of, or never even think of. It's in there.
That's
from
how
the smallest to the biggest.
My approach with them now is, okay, we the colonizers, fine. Okay, we got this farming over here. We got this. I cannot just keep picking all the shit that fuck with black people. What you got? What you got?
They don't have abo nothing. They hide behind that. You know what's crazy is they sit there and say, "Oh, our family always knew," but then they try to hide behind, like we was reclassified. Okay, if you was reclassified in law, that's one thing. Socially, look. Socially, yeah, I know that's something different. That's something different. But socially, your people would still be moving like these people.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? I got Indians, right, that are in my family, right, and they might be classified as mulatto or black, but when you look at these pictures of them, they're acting like Indian, straight like that, like. And the one person I'm thinking about, he's not even really like blood relative, but he married into. But I got him on my tree. You look at all the census records say he's black, but any pictures you find of this dude, he's acting like an Indian.
Yo, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we need a psychologist in this motherfucker because there's
That's a
one
fact.
thing that they all say, bro. Them niggas will all tell you that they were never slaves, bro.
That's it.
Or their
Yeah.
family was never slaves.
That's
Right
the
there,
problem right there.
to me, right there,
That's the
that's
root
the
cause.
origin,
Yeah.
that's the trauma, not knowing the
Mm-hmm.
history of Africa, and like, yo, fuck that. We not slaves. Well, I ain't no slaves in my history. So if there's no slaves in your history and your family always been here and they always knew who they were, nigga, start talking to us in that whatever language you speak. Who is your God? Where is your culture? Nigga, you was never enslaved.
The white man took it.
And
Nah,
better,
white
and
man
better
couldn't
yet,
took
where
it.
the fuck?
Nah,
Better
how?
yet,
Why? How could he take it if they was never enslaved?
and better yet, where the fuck was you hiding at? Shit.
Yeah.
Let me know. How did you earn money during this time? Where'd you go to school?
Hey,
Man,
yo, and one more thing, not coincidence. One of the baddest fucking documentaries ever. You'll have to buy it on YouTube. I got it. It's called Bob Blood. You heard?
Yeah. I
Get that.
never. I
Get that.
seen you. I seen you talk about that shit years ago. I think you tried to play it one time. Or
Yeah, nigga. I tried to do some bullshit. I flipped
it
the
didn't
fucking
play though.
computer. I flipped the
Yeah.
computer by my by the wall with the TV on it, and I said, "Alright, I'm gonna do it this way. If I don't play it on this, maybe it'll work this way, and I'll talk a little bit." But it was crazy. They stopped the video, and then a week later, they just let it play.
Oh, what?
Yeah, son.
Yeah,
So
I
the video,
remember it was problems with it when you were trying to play it the first time.
yeah,
They shut it one time. Then he came
See,
back.
look, Rob on, listen. Now you know I'll be around, bro.
I'll be knowing, son.
I'll be around. Man.
That bad blood shit, my nigga, bro.
Yeah,
That
I forgot
killed,
about that shit. I need
bro.
to check
That
into that
shit
shit.
right there, my nigga. That killed every Aboriginal that ever try to open their fucking mouth, bro. Cause these are all black people talking. Them niggas is like, I'm a Seminole and I'm African. I'm this. I'm African. I'm this and that. None of them say we the original nothing. They all telling you what they fight is. I don't even want. Yo, you don't know how bad. I think I might have to try to write these people and then yo, this is why I need to show this video, bro. Like this
Nah,
shit
that
gotta
is
get
it.
this shit gotta get played, bro. It
Nah,
has to.
I got a newspaper article from like I think it's from like 1970 or 1960, but it's a black American, but he's part of I want to say Chickasaw Nation, and he's talking about how he lived through all this shit where he was alive at the time when the nation wanted to divide up the lands and they had to give it to the black people.
Right.
And he's talking
Yo,
about how his people told him they was enslaved, XYZ. You know what I'm saying? But that
who's Donnie Williams? Yo, Yaku is fake. I've been telling y'all niggas that shit for a decade. Don't ask me
Man, he
about
know
that.
that shit, bro. I don't
Ain't
know
no
why he
fucking
asked.
ain't no
I
Shabazz,
said the
nigga.
same thing
That
about
shit is
Donnie.
fake. And then
He
you say,
trolling.
oh, they have they have a right to make up a religion. Rob on 5%ers can't do it. So no, they can't. The reason why is the Asiatic black man religion is tied to the history of fighting white supremacy, regardless of what pseudo they got. I don't know how many newspapers I gotta show you with them niggas running up in stores, telling people that you gotta hire black people, running up on people, threatening Europeans, scared the shit out of my city. And not only did that, when Martin Luther King Jr. shit happened, them niggas fucking held that shit down and made sure the black people ain't fuck up their community. Then one of the first things where you have community control in school, Harlem Prep. Those were the teachers in the school, bro. These niggas is educators doing all type of shit. So no, bro. They don't have no fight. What you mean they have the right to make up shit? Right to lie about real shit?
They
Like,
don't
come
talk
on,
about their
bro.
shit. That's the problem.
Come on, Donnie. A right to lie about real shit. that this whole Asiatic black man thing is tied to people trying to create a new identity for themselves to do what we just talked about, escape the stigma of what is a Negro or being black, which is why when they say more, you not black, I'm not this, I'm this. That's what the lineage of that is. It's a reaction, bro. But through all of this, through pseudo information, they got people together, and these people were doing shit in the community. These Aboriginal niggas is online scamming, nigga, getting money doing fake genealogy. Nigga, did you see Sister Betty tell me that she did my fucking genealogy, nigga? And I asked her, who's my mother? What's my father's name? She couldn't tell me on side
That
letter.
was crazy.
These niggas are
That was
scam artists,
crazy.
Donnie. Don't ask me these questions no more, Donnie.
She's like, oh, I don't want to put your information out. You like, yo, I give you permission. Put it all
Don't do
out.
this no more, Donnie.
That's crazy. Yeah, she's a scam artist.
Yo, she a op, man. She
Yeah,
straight up said she worked for the government.
Now she's definitely the op, because she got petitions about reparations, like saying how
Hey yo,
she's
I
against
need
it,
to
all
see
this
that.
shit.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen it. I've been trying to look for the video. I'm gonna find that shit. I'm gonna find it because it's still up, because she's not hiding from it. So
Yeah, we
it's
gotta
still
get
up
that.
there. I ain't take the time to really find it, but I'm gonna find it. I don't go back to work till Wednesday, so now
about that
you
shit she said
reminded
on
me. I'm
Sarnetta,
gonna
right?
find that shit. Now she
Yeah,
said it. She said it on Side Panel, but she also got a whole live about it, because I remember seeing a little bit of it when it was happening. And this is when she made the whole petition. She trying to get people to sign it and trying to get people to mail this letter out to their government officials, XY, all that shit. Yeah, she was
Yeah,
really
I
going hard.
want the, and then she talk about she worked for the government, nigga. What the fuck,
Yeah,
bro? Listen,
uh-huh.
I need a copy of that, bro. If you get your chance on that, we gonna expose that bitch.
I'm gonna find that Zach Live. I'm gonna find it. Why?
Cause she do Dane Calloway genealogy too, bro. She is the
Yeah,
Aboriginal fucking genealogist. So if you destroy her, everybody gotta go.
and she don't know what she's doing. I watched her when she was doing smoke genealogy. She wasn't really like trying to really investigate and really see if these people are connected. She's looking at other people's like family trees and
She
just like,
just going
oh,
by
just clicking.
surnames, man. That when
Yeah,
people talk about
surnames. Yeah.
tying themselves to England and all that shit. How the fuck you got yo?
That's why I said she do
Oh
bias.
yeah, no, she
She
got.
do
I think
bias
it's.
research, bro.
She said some shit about she got King James in her shit. I think
That's what I'm
it's like
saying.
another
Now, how
Phoenix
the fuck
Moon
you tie
type shit.
yourself to
Like,
King James? Indians didn't
get
even
the
have
fuck out of here.
surnames. They
These
didn't even
motherfuckers
have
is
surnames
crazy.
prior to that.
These motherfuckers are crazy.
Well, y'all niggas got smoke now. Shawn got beef now.
Shawn definitely got beef.
Them niggas hate me, yo. Quick.
Shawn, because you was too close to me, man. Because I've been on them, and for a minute, you know, I ain't gonna say dolo, because there's always people coming in and out, but when they look at it, they see it a little differently. You know what I'm saying? So now me and Shawn been fucking around, and now they just on him like they think they could do something to him. They don't know who they dealing with. I can't wait for the shit to actually happen, because he gonna embarrass one. Like, for real.
Yeah, I'm finna wrap
Like,
this shit
I
up.
just had a debate with Aboriginal Power about white slaves and did blacks and Negro, blacks and Indians own it. Like, you just hear the topic. He didn't show. First of all, he didn't show. Shawn, did he show a primary source?
Nah, he ain't sure.
Did he show a black person owning white slaves?
Nope. But he made the clip.
And I showed that clip of him saying that, because I showed that clip of him saying that every round of what the debate title was. And he never addressed it, right? And then when it came to the question, when we supposed to ask each other questions, they telling me, "Oh, the debate's over. You can't share your screen. You can't ask no questions." Right?
They need
So
to
they
have
knew
judges
I was
and
about to run
moderators.
down every source he just showed, because he only showed like 3 sources. So he made my job real easy, right?
They need to have like judges and moderators get more involved and shit.
I tried. They don't want to do that. I just want to get the shit on record though, like, so.
Yeah, Shawn about to end the show. Khalil, did
What
you
up,
make
big?
those shirts with the Congo power figure already?
Yeah, big, I got him. What's up?
Yeah, people asking me about that shit. Yo, send me that shit. Send me the link again. Is it history print?
Nah, it's Black History Prince, but it ain't up though. I got it in the cut. I was gonna talk to you about something.
All right.
But I'll
Yeah,
hit you.
man.
I'll hit you tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
y'all know
Shawn.
what happened,
They
man.
said that you a vegan. You know, you ain't getting enough protein. They said you tired.
I've done since 6:30. I hit the gym up too. I ran like 5 miles.
Yeah. That
And
running
I fast Friday, so I ain't eat nothing yesterday.
Oh man.
I only
Get
ate
some
once
rest,
today.
man.
Yeah, I got football tomorrow, so I'll be fucked up.
Yeah, you done, son. All right, yo, peace, man. Y'all keep up the good work. Smack them niggas up. Not a coincidence. Stop being nice to them niggas. Ain't no cordial with them niggas. You just, soon as you beat them niggas up, you stay on them and just fucking bark on them niggas. That's how you gotta treat them niggas, bro.
Nah, I already know, bro. I go in and out, but for the most part, I do be trying to be nice because I be trying to keep the conversation going. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
fuck them niggas.
Nah, I know. It's fuck them niggas. Trust me.
That
It's
nigga get
fuck them
high
niggas.
and be nice and just listen to their shit. I get on the panel and fuck all that shit up. Nah,
Word.
nigga, show me some evidence, nigga. Fuck this shit. Not
See, I'm the one that keep them. I'm the one that keep them coming back. Shawn sent them on their way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it is what
motherfuckers
it
be
is.
mad the motherfucker at me.
Word. They hate
Coincidence. You let this motherfucker run the channel? That nigga smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be like, yo, Shawn, I got to do something. I'll be back. Shawn be like, I got you. Word. I'll leave your screen up. You do what you do, brother. Word.
Motherfucker crazy. They be crazy as fuck.
Word, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. I gotta go to sleep myself. I got my daughter. She just woke up. She quiet right now, though.
All right, bro. Y'all keep it up, man. Fuck them niggas up, man. I guess, you know, kill the pseudos, man. I don't know what to say, bro. Y'all just keep doing what y'all do, man.
That's it.
In fact, you started this shit, though.
I didn't start it. Don't blame me, nigga.
Listen, you put me on to them. You started it.
And
Watching
son.
you, I found them. Word.
Yeah, dumb niggas is crazy, bro. And it's getting worse.
Yeah, it's worse.
It's I don't know. Maybe we need a new spokesperson, bro. We gotta find somebody to say this shit. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody else to speak, bro. I don't know. I'd be doing that shit on the low though. I did that shit to Tazawiyak. I said, oh, y'all niggas don't want to listen to this Black American history. All right, watch this. Hey, Tazawiyak, say all this Black American. That nigga started talking about West African society.
You walked him into a trap.
Yeah, he can't talk to me no more ever again, nigga. He can't say nothing.
He fucked this whole doctrine up.
Yo, he don't even know that. That's the funny shit, bro.
I remember him saying some shit like that. Like, what the fuck? I said, this is Rob Bourne. Every time nigga say this shit, I'm like, yeah, Rob Bourne got to their ass.
I said, you gonna listen? Y'all gonna listen to this fucking Hebrew? You gonna listen to him?
Yeah,
all right, man. Y'all peace out, man.
All right.
Yo, Sutek, man. I see you in there, Sutek. Hey, yo, Clarissa looked like a 8-year-old girl fighting, throwing that bullshit ass right hand she was throwing, bro. Just letting you know that, Sutek. See you on Facebook, man.
She won though, didn't she?
Huh?
She won, didn't she?
Yeah. She walked her down, but that shit just looked. It looked weird, bro. She was just throwing that shit from fucking Zamunda, nigga. She's throwing that shit. She's like, get the fuck over here, bitch.
Yeah, she it looked bad. But all right, y'all, man. We'll catch y'all tomorrow, yo. For real.
All right, yeah, definitely tomorrow.
Be live for sure.
All right, Shawn. Peace, bro. I'll catch you tomorrow.
All right. Hey, man, another day, another way, man. That's the end of the show. Man, like, share, subscribe. Running back. We killing Abos.